the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, oh, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Look who's back. Back again. Oh, yes, we are so happy to be here. We are that happy to see each other and just as happy to see you. And yes, it's going to be a little silly.
Hey, can we start with a hug?
We're going to embrace.
Let's make it a cool thing, man.
We're going to do what the bros did yesterday. Sawubona, kid. I see you all over the place at the moment. Thank you for being here on Terra Firma with me today.
It's a pleasure to be out here. I get to spend it with you, Mzansi, so thank you for waking up with us. It's a Thursday morning. It's a beautiful morning. So let's celebrate it because we got life inside of us. And let's kick things off the right way, yeah?
You know, when your colleague feels he has to remind you what day of the week it is, you know, but it has been that kind of crazy week, and we're going to roll on with it. It's going to get hectic today. We're going to take fitness to the limit.
Ooh,
are you ready, my
I'm
friend?
ready, man.
Because you're going to have to be ready, okay? We've got high rocks at the CTICC. It's going to get a little bit crazy. If you might have noticed a bit more buffness walking around.
All
you know, those
tight-fitting,
loose-fitting shirts are all over the place now. Everyone's just filling out their gear, and we love it. Novia are supporting athletes in the most incredible ways, from performance through to recovery to the full-body power of rowing. Yes, and I saw rowing machines.
This is why we've got rowers in the studio, so just get ready for this one, Mzansi. We're going to be putting our fitness to the test, but we're also going to be on the machines with 4 rowers from Peninsula Girls Rowing Club to see what it really takes to master the technique. How's your row game, bro?
Terrible, probably, like most activities like that, but we love it. No, it's such a brilliant all-body workout. There's core in there, there's fitness, and we've got such a proud rowing history in South Africa, so we want to honor that. If nothing else, let's meet them where they are, and then we're going to head into the kitchen. This one is awesome, man. I can talk about COVID now in all the right ways. Oh, there it is. Dun, dun, dun. The rowing machine. So you're going to have to get some calories in the system to burn if we're going to be on the rowers.
Yeah, setting you up.
And this is one of the coolest stories, okay? We're going to be back in the kitchen with Selena Naidu, whose lockdown cooking videos, you might remember them, grew into absolute phenom, hundreds of thousands of followers, and her very own range of proudly South African masalas.
Hey, man, it's going to fill the belly. On top of this, we're also talking confidence and authenticity with creators Kanye Ngala, as well as Paige Harvey.
Brilliant.
We experienced the Dove Masterclass firsthand and are sharing the lessons they're taking forward. Oh, man, it's a good morning. And, of course, our presenter search contenders are joining us to show off their presenting skills. We're talking about the top 40 for the top billing presenter search. They're coming in thick and fast.
And you know this face today.
Ooh,
you know who is
one.
going to be stepping into our space this morning. She is amazing. And she's a darling of the show as well. We absolutely love her. And, of course, we've got big energy in Josie as well. Good morning, ladies. How are you doing?
Chatlicious.
Good morning, my handsome boys in Cape Town. It is just 6 a.m., which means we're getting into your first bit of news headlines. The EFF motion of no confidence in Parliament, Speaker Toko Didiza has failed after 282 MPs voted against it and 101 supported it. The motion centered on Didiza's decision not to oppose President Cyril Ramaphosa's urgent court application to halt the work of the retrenchment committee. EFF leader Julius Malema accused Didiza of putting party interests first, and the ANC chief Whip Mdumiseni Ntuli said she acted swiftly to implement a constitutional court decision. The DA said her removal was not justified. We're then moving to news out of Tambo International, where Fisheries and Environment Minister David Maina has welcomed 2 arrests linked to alleged wildlife trafficking at Tambo International Airport. A 50-year-old Thai national was arrested on 20th of August after 50 parrot eggs were allegedly found hidden in a homemade incubator bag in his hand luggage. Investigators say the eggs came from site-listed species, and the arrest follows a July case involving 418 parrot eggs allegedly concealed in 2 similar bags. Investigations continue into both cases amid concerns over sophisticated wildlife trafficking networks. We're then moving over to international news, starting in China, where Chinese President Xi Jinping is set to visit Egypt from Sunday to Thursday, his first trip to North Africa in a decade. The visit comes as Beijing and Cairo deepen ties in trade, manufacturing, renewable energy, technology, and defense. China recently deployed J-16 fighter jets to Egypt for joint military drills alongside Egyptian Rafale fighters. Xi's trip comes as powers expand military ties across North Africa, with the United States aligned with, of course, Morocco, Russia, with Algeria, and China strengthening its presence in Egypt. not. And then news we didn't think would ever come. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have returned to Britain with their children Archie and Lilibet. The family reportedly flew privately from California, landing in Birmingham shortly before midday yesterday. Harry and Meghan are expected to live at a private property in the Cotswolds as two non-working royals, with their children starting school next week. The return comes amid continuing debate over their security arrangements, and the couple stepped back from royal duties in 2020 and moved to California, where they have lived ever since. And then some sad news coming out of Hollywood. Dolly Parton's star is still shining brightly even after her death, with tributes pouring in from around the world. In particular, fitting salute came from Britain's Coldstream and Welsh Guards, performing her hit 9 to 5 during the changing of the guards at Buckingham Palace. But perhaps the sweetest part of Dolly's legacy is her love of books. Her imagination library has given more than 300 million free books to children worldwide, helping generations discover reading. And the Empire State Building in New York was also lit in pink in her honor. A Broadway musical celebrating her life is set to open next year, and it seems Dolly has left behind more than songs. She has left a little more sparkle in the world. May her soul rest in peace. Those are your 6 a.m. news headlines. Let's move on over to Cape Town. They have your sports.
Thank you so much, Chanley. We'll connect again with Joburg in just a moment. And of course, we'll keep the news rolling on the top of the hour every hour. Likewise, the sports. So let's dive right in. The big news in South Africa at the moment, obviously the greatest rivalry tour. New Zealand taking a major blow as they lose their loose forward, Anton Segner. He's now been ruled out for the remainder, in fact, of the All Blacks' greatest rivalry tour. Major blow. Segner underwent minor keyhole surgery to wash out an infection in his ankle joint. And All Blacks head coach Dave Rennie has now confirmed that no replacement will be called up at this stage, with the squad having sufficient cover in the loose forward positions. And they've shown that with the games so far. And of course, a massive performance against the Lions earlier this week. Now, let's get into football, and we are being treated to some early season magic in the Betway Premiership action from across the country last night. We had Mamelodi Sundowns stealing the spotlight with a very high-scoring 5-2 victory over AmaZulu FC at Loftus Versfeld. Then down in Durbs, Kaizer Chiefs, they were frustrated, forced to share the points with a hard-fought 2-0 draw away against Richards Bay. And then Golden Arrows, they just edged out Stellenbosch FC 1-0 in their encounter. Now we can stay in the footballing lane for some great matchups in the early season. Again, the draw for round 3 of the League Cup has delivered a marquee fixture. Liverpool are set to host Tottenham Hotspur at Anfield. So Spurs booking their place in the next round with a 5-1 win over Charlton Athletic. Now other round 3 matchups, Man City, they'll host Norwich City. Arsenal travel to Ipswich Town, potential giant slayers there. While Man United, they welcome Brighton. Now let's get back onto two wheels as Britain's Matthew Brennan sprinted to victory on stage 5 of the Vuelta a España. The 21-year-old perfectly positioned by his Visma bike teammates, Wout van Aert and Christophe Laporte, before powering to victory in the bunch sprint there. Massive performance, claiming the second stage win of the race for him and his team. And that's where we leave our sport for now, albeit if you've got a rowing machine at home, jump on board. We're going to have a little bit of fun getting moving this morning, getting those bodies going. But right now we want to see what it looks like outside the house and what you'll need to wear.
Thank you so much, G-Man. Yes, let's talk all things weather and see what you need to wear today on your side of town. So let's bring it on, and we're starting off in Polokwane. Now, mostly sunny skies are going to be dominating your day today in Polokwane. Temperatures starting at a low of 9 degrees, rising to a high of 22 degrees. Now, tomorrow will be spent under sunny conditions with temperatures ranging between 5 and a warm 23 degrees. From Polokwane, we move to Klerksdorp next, and it looks like partly cloudy skies will set the tone for the day. Now, your temperatures are starting at a chilly 11 degrees, climbing to a warm high of 26 degrees. Now, looking ahead, Friday and Saturday's temperatures will reach a high of 25 degrees, with chilly morning lows under sunny skies. Moving to the capital next, in Pretoria, and you can expect mostly sunny skies throughout today. Now, your temperatures are ranging between a fresh 11 degrees and a high of 23 degrees today. And you've got lingering clouds, which will stick around, with temperatures sitting at 24 degrees tomorrow and Saturday, with Sunday at 25 degrees. Out in Jersey, Johannesburg, partly cloudy conditions are set for your day. Temperatures move between a chilly 8 degrees and a high of 21 degrees. Now you've got sun-filled skies which will settle in the coming days, with daytime highs consistently reaching 22 degrees all the way through till the weekend. Moving over to Mbombela next, and today you're all set for partly cloudy conditions. The temperatures sit between a low of 13 degrees and hitting a maximum high of 20 degrees today. Now, as we look ahead, rain is likely taking place tomorrow at 25%, much as today, with temperatures warming up to a high of 22 degrees. Moving to Bloemfontein next, and it looks like partly cloudy skies are going to be holding throughout today. Temperatures starting from a brisk 9 degrees, climbing to a maximum of 24 degrees. Now you've got sun-filled skies which will gradually turn cloudy by the weekend, with daytime highs peaking consistently at 25 degrees. Moving out to the coast, and it's Richards Bay that's up next, and 25% chance of morning showers is on the cards today. You're accompanied by winds traveling at 29 kilometers per hour, temperatures sitting between a cool 17 degrees and a high of 23 degrees, all while grey conditions define your coming days. Moving around the coast over to Durban now, and today brings a slight 15% chance of showers, accompanied by northeasterly winds traveling 37 kilometers per hour, temperatures ranging from a cool 16 degrees to a warm 23 degrees. But this will increase to a daytime high of 25 degrees come tomorrow. Moving to Mthatha next, and it looks like mostly cloudy conditions will dominate your skies today. Temperatures starting from a chilly 12 degrees before rising to a high of 26. Now you've got cloudy and humid conditions which will persist, with temperatures reaching 31 degrees consistently for the next 2 days, with a morning low of 13 degrees. Out in Nquba, morning clouds will give way to a sunny afternoon today, temperatures ranging from a cold 11 degrees to a high of 31 degrees. Now, over the next coming days, daytime highs will peak in the low 30s, with windy conditions settling by Saturday under partly cloudy skies. Over in Kugompo City, morning showers are chanced today, accompanied by winds traveling at 35 kilometers per hour. Your temperatures start at 16 degrees, then rising to a high of 24 degrees for your maximum today. Partly cloudy skies are expected as the week progresses, with temperatures maxing at 29 degrees. Out in GQ Berga, cloudy skies will feature across your region today. Temperatures starting from a brisk 15 degrees and climbing to a high of 27 degrees. Now you're going to be spending tomorrow under partly cloudy skies and temperatures moving between 14 and 30 degrees. Let's see what your neighbors are up to, GQ. It looks like George is very similar. Much of your day will be spent under partly cloudy skies. Now your temperatures are drifting from a fresh 16-degree minimum to a high of 29 degrees. Nice and warm out there. But looking ahead, rain is forecast for the weekend, with Saturday sitting at 35% chance and increasing to 70% by Sunday. Out in Cape Teezy, partly cloudy skies are remaining in place for much of your day. Temperatures sitting between a cool 12 degrees and a high of 20 degrees. Grey skies will define the coming days, with cool to pleasant temperatures ranging in the upper teens. The wind's also looking good, so if you're out in Museys today, grab a longboard, get out there and hang some toes on the nose, brothers and girls. But for now though, from Cape Teezy we move to Southies. Sutherland is looking good. A cloudy start will give way to a bright and sunny afternoon. Temperatures shifting between a cold 13 and a high of 26 degrees. And you've got a max of sunny and cloudy conditions, which will define the coming days, while strong winds are set for tomorrow, with temps peaking at 26 degrees. Out in Kimberley next, looks like partly cloudy skies are going to be dominating your forecast today in Kimberley. Not too much tanning going on, but temperatures are moving from a low of 12 degrees to a high of 29 degrees. Now the coming days have temperatures peaking at 28 degrees consistently, with chilly morning lows spent under partly cloudy skies. Let's see what's happening in Uppies. Maybe they get a break from all the sunshine, and it looks like today it's going to be spent under partly cloudy skies. Temperatures ranging between a cool 16 and, of course, a hot and heavy 33-degree maximum. Our sun-filled skies will take over the next 2 days, with temperatures peaking at 31 degrees both tomorrow as well as Saturday. Now here's the rest of the weather patterns that you can see across the country for the day. But hey, let's brace ourselves for an absolutely beautiful opportunity to see a sunrise view. Now check this one out. It was sent in by Becky Seni in Ngonko, all the way from Pietermaritzburg. Woohoo! The early bird has caught the worm. Just as that sun is pinging on the horizon, you can just about see it. The power, the promise, and the beauty of another incredible day. And that's compliments of Mpeki Seni. Pietermaritzburg, 26 degrees Celsius. That's what you'd expect in your side of town. But I got a question for you, Mzansi. With every sunrise telling a story, what can you share with us this morning? Why not come through and share a sunrise view so you can elevate our mood and the rest of the country? And you can use the number 0630369649. Of course, we haven't seen another beautiful soul out in Jersey. That's Zanele, and I'm going to say it official. Good morning, milady. How are we doing?
Good morning, you beautiful human. I am doing amazing. All the better for getting all of the energy from Cape Tizi, Foshizi, and Mzansi. You're also getting some energy from right here in Johannesburg, the city of gold, at the Samsung DQX. We're coming to you live with Feeling Good, because it is your Feel Good Breakfast show after all, right? So one way we know that the whole entire country has been feeling good is the top billing presenter search, Jonga Chomi. It has been coming far and wide in terms of just the vibe. Everybody waiting to see who is going to be that last person who will get the job. Well, today we get to meet yet another person who is a hopeful part of the top 40 of the top billing presenter search. I need you to stick around for it. We're going to be meeting Leandi Durant. She's going to be right here in Johannesburg with us. Do not go anywhere. It's all going to be happening, and it's a whole lot of fun waiting for you on the other side of a short break. Stick around.
Only you can make my day. It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Wave Zansi, welcome back. We said we would be with you right after the break, and that's exactly what we are. It is so good to be with you. Friend, are you feeling good today?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident.
Ooh, I like that. And that's the thing. Confidence looks different for everyone. And today we are hanging out with our beautiful Dove family, and we need you to finish the sentence. Né? I feel most confident when. What's your answer, babe?
I think for a lot of people, it's the simple thing, like just putting a red lippy on or a power suit. For me, I feel like you're most confident when you're most prepared. You can walk into a space or a room and you'll never feel uncertain if you came prepared.
I like that. Okay,
What's yours?
mine, I'm going to go more with how I look. Because
Okay.
when you look good, you feel good. So it's when my hair is done
Yes.
and when my skin is popping, honey. That is when I feel most
So
confident.
100% you're confident today because the hair is good, the skin's good, the makeup's good, the fit is good. We want to know when you feel confident. Let us know on all the voice notes over there. 063 036 9649. Remember, it's hashtag Expresso Show. Where we're going now?
We are off to to Cape TZ for Shizzy, I actually thought this person was going to be in Johannesburg. Now, can I tell you why? Because she's part of my Tropical Island of Treasure family.
And she's always visited us here in Joburg.
Exactly, and I love her so much. But she is off in Cape TZ for Shizzy, and we're so excited to meet her as a top 40 for the top billing presenter search. Everybody, that's Leandi Durant. Hello, Cape TZ.
Oh, it almost feels a little bit unfair. Yes, Sanelli, you are more than welcome to be biased with this one. I think we all are because we absolutely love her. Over the past few weeks, we have been meeting the extremely awesome top billing presenterships, top 40 right here on Expresso. They're actually even better at us than getting the words out of their mouths. No, we've been putting these very talented contenders through their presenting paces, putting them in very uncomfortable spaces.
Yeah, and now it's time to meet Leandi Durant. With more than 12 years in entertainment, she's an accomplished actor, presenter, author, motivational speaker, entrepreneur. Hey, I've got to stop there because I'm running out of words and superlatives, but come on, with passion, connection, and empowering others, this woman is ready to show us what she could bring to the top billing screen. So officially, Leandi, welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Pew, pew, pew. Yay!
How are you doing?
I'm doing so well.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm happy. I mean, you're blessed to do what you love. I don't think a lot of people have that privilege.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're just hustling, man. What can we do?
You're a brave girl. I love the fact that every time I see you, you're putting yourself, I mentioned uncomfortable spaces. Live TV is a crazy space to just start your day at 6 in the morning, so thank you for joining our energy.
Well done, firstly, on making it to
I only go to bed at 4. Now I have to wake up and I'm like, I'm just going to stay awake.
Yeah, and you've got that kind of energy, man. That begs the question, why this brave, bold new step? Why was this the right move for you now?
Oh, my heart's beating so fast. Live TV is a different thing, right? To being prepared. I'm used to acting. Even my talk show that I host, I mean, it's pre-recorded. So I think it's important to challenge yourself. I'm almost 40 now, and you get so in your 30s, you get in comfortable spaces.
Yeah.
We've learned to choose things that we know we're good at, and we don't do the new things anymore. And with Tropica also, that I'm being part of, it's something that I would never imagine me doing as a 38-year-old. So I'm trying to push myself into the next decade, trying new things, being brave, because, I mean, you only have now to live, so why not?
Exactly.
Yeah, you have now to live, and you also have
Exactly.
now to make an impact. And I think that's something that we have an opportunity to do. When we listen to you, you're honestly talking about so much when it comes to confidence in your own skin, being comfortable in it.
Yeah.
And I think that pretty much sums up the best presenter you can think of, or the best person out there. What is it about this conversation that's inspiring you to kind of take it forward and bring it to so many people? Because right now, I think it's such a perfect time.
I think for me, what's important when I talk to people is firstly to listen. Only when you really listen to what someone's saying, you can respond. And you listen to understand, not to just respond. Because I'm very curious about people. I studied Become Industrial Psych, so it also helps me to become a better actress. Because the more I interact with people, see different spheres of life and personalities, I get things that inspire me to go and tell their stories when I'm acting again, you know? And I believe we all can learn from each other's stories. So it teaches me empathy, and it helps me just to become a better me. by
You put
learning
us
from
through
other people.
trauma. You've been killing people, shooting people out there.
Hello.
There are so many different
I even
characters.
played a doctor. God help those patients.
Oh, no, and you're going to need that kind of gravitas and responsibility at some point. But what kind of jumps off the page now for me is you get to play yourself.
Yeah.
You get to actually sit in that beautiful space for a while.
Yeah.
What about being just professionally you now for a while excites you the most? Why is this just the next right step for you, do you think?
Such a great question, because people always ask me what's my favorite role that I've played. And I always answer, it's actually just so nice to be myself.
I love that, yeah.
Because it's like every time you travel and you come back to South Africa, you realize how great your own country is.
Come
right?
round Hospital
It's the
Bend,
same
you're
for
like-
me, like when I'm acting and I get to be myself again on the couch with my baller and it's just me. That is the best place to be, right? But also, like my dad taught me, you should never be nervous being yourself because you're supposed to know who you are, right? And no one is you. So I think the only responsibility you have is to really, truly show up as your best self, because only you can bring that magic to the world. Otherwise, God wouldn't have made you if there was a million of you. And no one can beat you at being you. So that's what you must show up as in every instance that you are.
I love that. Or you'll never know. You'll never know. Go
You'll
there.
never know,
Take
because
yourself
God
there.
can't bless who you pretend to be, right?
Yeah, I love that. And I
Especially
love the
not
fact
in this
that
industry, yeah.
Something like a challenge like this actually brings out your true potential. I can almost like picture you on that screen. If you were in the role, let's play that game of materialization. Our Top Billing brings about these stories of like travel, food, etc.
Yeah.
For you, how would you envision yourself presenting? What stories would you love to tell and share?
And this is
with
the
nation?
manifestation station,
Yeah,
girl.
picture
So
that now.
I'm here for
speak it.
it.
Speak it.
I actually do believe in vision boards. I have a lot of them.
Okay.
So for me, I think it's important that I want to present and do interviews and ask the type of questions where people at home said like, oh, I also wanted to ask that. I also wanted to know that. Like, I hope that I can bring that to the interview. But I also like the kind of interviews where I learn something. Because when you interview someone, it's not about you. It's about the
Yes.
person you're interviewing. So I like doing the inspiring stories, the stuff where people, you know, had to persevere, had to show courage, had to show up and where their dreams came true. Because I believe anything is possible. It doesn't matter how you grew up. It doesn't matter what your life looked at a certain stage. It's all about you deciding to stand up, you know?
Stars.
Absolutely.
And the joy here is you're going to have one of those moments where this incredible person that you're interviewing has no inkling of how amazing they are, and you get to be that window, that gateway, that they get to see that.
what
And
a
that's the great privilege of our
Yes.
job. So I hope you hit many, many moments like that, but you've got such a receptive kind of energy about you whenever we connect. You are ready to meet us where we are, which is an amazing thing. So well done. But can she row? I don't know. We'll find out in just a moment.
Listen, this has been an incredible opportunity. Obviously, the journey that has been taken on for the Top Billing Presenter Search is a daunting one. But
Sure.
this one seems to be just flowing through it.
I'm nervous.
So keep watching right now. Whether this accomplished actor, presenter, author, and entrepreneur could become one of the next faces bringing inspiring people, places, and stories to the Top Billing screen. So to watch all the Top Billing, Top 40 Presenter Search auditions, stream it via the SABC Plus app right now and go find your favorite.
After the break, we'll see you now.
Let's get more, bro.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Hi guys, I'm Leanne Durant, so you might have seen me now in the previous interview. If you've just joined us, welcome. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. So this is my first time here in the couch, so please be kind to me. But now we are talking all about rowing, and rowing has traditionally been seen as a sport with limited access. But the University of the Western Cape Rowing Club is helping to change that perception. Established in 2016-2017, UWC Rowing has grown from a small club with limited equipment and recruitment challenges into a competitive program that is increasingly recognized for its role in transformation.
Absolutely. Now, today the club has welcomed more than 100 first-time rowers, with more than 80 of them being black women, while its current membership is made up of 52% of women of color. So we've got some superstars to flex right now. Joining us are two athletes, former club president Luxolo Owam Mlonyeni, as well as current club secretary Apiwe Mshlakwa Palwa. Now, they are both helping to build a new generation of rowers, and I couldn't be more excited. Ladies, good morning. How are we doing?
Morning.
I'm good.
How are you?
We're super excited.
You nailed those names, though.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I didn't have to say those. Those so nice.
No, but it's more about the fact that we have this incredible talent here. And I want to find out what started this passion. How did you get into rowing? What was the first thing that made you decide, hey, I want to test myself, I want to challenge myself and show up?
All right. So with me, I joined rowing late 2023, right? And I was just scrolling on Instagram, actually, and then I saw someone from UWC Rowing had posted boats and everything. And I was like, I didn't know that we have the sport around campus.
Yeah.
So I texted the person that I saw the post from on Instagram, and I was like, hi, what are the requirements for joining UWC Rowing? I had no idea that you guys have the sport around here. And previously, I just knew the sport from TV and just like from other schools, essentially. I didn't know UWC has it. So I just texted that person. I was like, okay, I want to join you guys and everything. And then later, after they came back from boat race, I joined the club. And then ever since then, because you just get on the water and you're like, I want to do this time and time again because it's something new, it's a new experience. So it keeps you want to keep going because it's a new total experience.
But that's quite brave. I mean, wasn't that intimidating, doing something for the first time?
Definitely it is. It is.
I can't row to save my life.
Definitely is. I think I joined in 2022, late 2022, and for me, I just going to university, I took a pledge that I'll try out new things, whatever it is. So I also had never heard about rowing, never had access to rowing as well. So I saw as well a poster, they were teaching us how to swim, they were teaching us how to row, and I was
That's
like, okay,
incredible.
let me grab this opportunity, and I never looked back since then.
But I mean, it's more like we've known it as a white-dominated sport.
Definitely.
Right? So how was that experience for you guys as young black athletes going into that sphere? And like, what do you feel like when you look around you at the starting line? What is it looking like? Is it representative?
It was definitely intimidating because obviously I'm from the Eastern Cape, Tlokeng, previously known as Mount Fletcher, and I grew up here in Cape Town, the Cape Flats. So I was never exposed to the sport. It was never available to me. So going into the sports and just looking at the starting lineup, and it's just white men or it's just white women, and maybe I'm one of the few people who are black. So it's very intimidating. But what I told myself was that sometimes you don't have to look for someone who looks like you, but you can be that person for someone else. So I wanted for young girls like me from the Eastern Cape, growing up in Cape Town, to also see someone like me and maybe even achieve more than they can, that I could achieve within my time there.
When you were being inspired and when you saw it on Instagram for the first time, were there any black women that you could follow, that you saw in that sort of position as well?
Okay, so with me, when I entered rowing, right, I just knew about the sport and everything. I didn't know the actual dynamics and how everything is. But obviously, seeing a specific group of people that's populated in this specific space was obviously like shocking. But then, in terms of like black people within the space as women, I didn't know any at that time.
And don't you think that there lies this most incredible opportunity? Because right now, you're the first woman to open up this door. And now you have this opportunity to keep it open for so many other girls. Now they can see people like them, girls like them doing it, which is so much more inspirational. What would you love to see change beyond that in terms of growing the sport and making it more accessible to girls like you and so many talented girls that aren't even aware of the sport?
Yeah.
I think what needs to happen, like going into the future, is that rowing should represent what we have in our country, to represent the diversity that we have in our country. So what I would like to see is for access to opportunity for the sports to have exposure. But with exposure comes also like access to resources as well, because as my time as president, I could see that there's a gap between exposure and also resources. So I think just bridging that gap and having like initiatives that bring this beautiful sports to the communities that don't have access to it.
Whew, I love it. I
You
love it.
guys are like the Nelson Mandelas of rowing. I love it. It's amazing.
No, it is absolutely incredible. And where to from here? I mean, when we look at the 5-10 years ahead, what do you want, obviously, not just the landscape to change, but in terms of your personal careers, competitions, different events, opportunities, what's happening in the future? How's it looking?
All right. So another thing with rowing in South Africa, it works in different ways. For example, we go through rowing through university. That means that if you're not in university, you can't row because you don't know any place about the sport and everything. So I feel like if we could have, in 5 years, I want to see obviously more women like me in the sports because as Lukolo referenced, when you're sitting there at that start line and only your boat is the people of color and everyone else is unlike you and you're doing something that you've never done before, it's quite scary and everything. So like the fact that we already have people already, like some women already starting to do this, right? And then for example, one of the most important things that I've seen we struggle a lot is in terms of getting to the rowing itself, people can't swim. And that's due to resources availability, because at UWC rowing, one thing we had to do with all our rowers is teaching them how to swim. So they don't just leave.
And that's a proper skill, hey?
Yes.
Oh.
So they don't just leave with knowing rowing only, but now you're leaving also with a life skill, knowing how to swim. Right, a basic life skill. So I feel like such programs having to not focus on getting these people on the boats, but getting on the basic first before you actually get on the water. You need to be comfortable with the water.
Hey, yeah, you're definitely right. These are presidents. I can say.
I love this. I wish we could talk to you forever, but we don't have all that. But thank you for inspiring us and for all the work that you do.
Thank
you.
Absolutely incredible. Listen, rowing is clearly about much more than what happens on the water, especially when we look at these incredible ambassadors here. UWC's Lukolo, as well as our P-Ware. It's also about representation, opportunity, like we heard, and making sure the next generation has a chance to get involved.
Yeah, and later in the show, we're putting rowing to the test in a very different way. As members of the Peninsula Girls Rowing Club take to the indoor rowers to show us exactly what the machines, how they work, and perhaps expose a few of us who have been using them completely wrong in the gym. I know I'm one of them.
They're talking about us.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, so if you've ever looked at an indoor rowing machine and you thought like, ah man, how hard can it be? Stay with us. And listen, you might want to stretch first, eh?
That's...
Only you can make my day.
Welcome back. You're watching Expresso. We're also just here to promote incredible women in our space and in sports. And of course, Leandri Durant doing a fantastic job as part of the top billing, top 40 presenter search. So stay connected to the socials and show her some love this morning. But right now, we're going to open up even more space.
Yeah, I got a question, obviously. Mzansi, I want to know what happens when running, when strength and serious endurance are pushed to the limit. Well, you kind of get high rocks, the ultimate test of fitness and determination. I think you saw all the hype happening this past week. And at the heart of the action was Nivea, the official personal care partner of Hyrox South Africa. So why not let's do the following. We head to CTICC in Cape Town to see how Nivea supported the ambassadors from performance all the way through to recovery.
Hyrox is taking over Cape Town, putting running, strength and endurance to the ultimate test. And Nivea is putting 4 of its ambassadors to the challenge. They're geared up to bring the performance, while Nivea takes care of the rest.
The vibe is electrifying. This cannot be explained, only experience. Just having so much energy in one room, I think people just have to come out and experience it for themselves.
The vibe is electric. It is insane. The music is pumping. I was running on the track and I was like, this is amazing. The DJ is on the decks. Everyone is running, sweating. Guys are running past you. You're like, where am I?
We have 4 amazing Nivea ambassadors taking part in the relay later tonight. These are 4 individuals that really embody what we stand for as a brand. They work hard, they're dedicated, they understand why performance demands care.
Hyrox is a strength and conditioning session which consists of 8 stations as well as 8 kilometers of running in between the stations.
The stations I'm doing tonight are the rowing machine and wall balls.
For the relay tonight, I am doing the farmer's carry and the ski erg machine. I feel like I always have to constantly tell myself that I can do it and push beyond my limits.
I'm doing the sled push as well as the burpees. I don't know why they chose me for the burpees. They put me on lunges and rowing. All I asked for was for them to not give me wall balls and burpees.
What I love so much about Hyrox is it's just so much fun. There's such a nice environment that goes on. It's available to everyone. It's not just for professional athletes, it's for anyone, and I just love that it's so inclusive.
The partnership between Nivea and Hyrox is really about 2 brands that understand the importance of performance and care, which is why performance demands care. Because if you really want to perform at your best, you need a brand that will take care of you and your skin.
What performance demands care means to me is something that's going to sustain me throughout my performance, throughout my training. So something that's not just going to be a quick spritzer in the beginning and fade out at the end. So something that's going to be long lasting, and that's exactly what Nivea does for me.
It's taking care of yourself physically and using my Nivea Cool Kick deodorant. It helps making sure that I am well prepared in between the stations. I mean, we do get very heated, so you want to still feel fresh and smell good.
To me, performance demands care means taking care of your body before the race and after the race and preparing for the race. Making sure your underarms are good, that's the first thing. And using the right deodorant. Dry Impact is mine, that's my choice, that's my flavor.
Nivea deodorants provide 72 hours of protection and care while literally taking care of your skin, while also making sure that you are feeling fresh and very confident.
It is so important to feel comfortable and dressed for a day like this. There's nothing worse than smelling or like feeling awkward before your race. So with Nivea's Pearl and Beauty that I use, I know that I feel confident before racing. What I look for is something that's going to help me perform better under pressure. And 72-hour care, that's why I love the Nivea products for me, especially the dry comfort.
When I'm putting my body size in intense training, I'm looking for a deodorant that can keep up with me. So Dry Impact has this thing where it dries up really quickly under your underarms. But most importantly, I think I'm just attracted to the smell. It smells really good.
Props to Team Nivea for completing the Hyrox mixed relay with an impressive time of 1 hour, 6 minutes and 6 seconds. From the first warm-up to the final wall ball, today proved that performance isn't just about pushing your limits. It's about taking care of the body that gets you there. Before, during and after the challenge, Nivea says it best. Performance demands care.
Oh, I love the fact that, yes, you've got your tribe all around you, but you're kind of in each other's personal spaces. So suddenly this becomes so much more important. So good to get validation from the athletes themselves. And I'm loving it. You heard them joking about the sense though here. I love the fact that, yes, they deliver on the odor protection 48 to 72 hours through the entire range. But for the guys, I love the cool kick. We had a little bit of a smell here, but you can feel the freshness as well. And if you're going to be pushing yourself, if you need that little revitalizing button push again, absolutely beautiful. That's cool on your skin, and it gives you the full 72 hours of protection. I love that. Then I would imagine this one is born for this kind of mobility. The dry impact, you get the full 72 hours. Absolutely love that. For the gents who do push themselves, and the fitter you get, the more you sweat. That's the joy of it. It's your body's natural reaction, but you're in a very social space, so you've got to be able to, I think, hit it when you need it. Dry impact gives you absolute protection for 72 hours. And then we've also got to take care of ourselves. And I like the Pearl and Beauty, smooth and beautiful underarms, a little bit of luxury. Yes, we know it's a daily grind. Yes, we know you're pushing your body, but you still got to take care of yourselves. And a little bit of luxury goes a long way. Absolutely love the sense as well. I love the fact that Nivea were putting their money where their mouth is in the most powerful way. So a huge shout out to Team Nivea for taking on the mixed relay. Well done, crossing that finish line in a very impressive time. 1 hour, 6 minutes. Maybe you've got a team out there and you can beat that. That is the bar. And we love putting these performances to the test in the most dramatic way. So well done to the dream team, and well done. You certainly stood up, Nivea. Congratulations.
Hey, listen, Zanzi, honestly, I'm going to say it. I feel quite intimidated. I'm surrounded by absolutely powerful women right now. I don't know what to do, but let's get into it, right? Because we obviously heard all about the sport of rowing. We chatted about it earlier, but now I want to see what it actually takes to get the techniques right and why rowing is considered such an effective full body workout.
Yep, and joining me are 4 rowers from the Peninsula Girls, well, joining us, who are going to give us a closer look at the indoor rowing machine. 2 of them will be putting the technique into practice. Maybe I must join them, I don't know. While the other 2 will talk us through what they're doing and explain how different parts of the body work together throughout this movement.
Yeah, so let's get onto the machines. Let's find out why rowing works more than just your arms and what it takes to get the most out of this full body workout. Ladies, good morning. How are we doing?
We are great. So excited to be here.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. And I know we're both excited to find out a lot about this world that you come from. So talk us through it. What's going on this morning? What are we going to be flexing here?
We are going to be showing how normal gym goers use the erg wrong and how to use it right.
My husband, he loves the rowing machine. That's the only thing he does. So now I'm going to give him pointers.
Okay.
So show me.
Okay,
Yes.
awesome. So, Lana, do you want to do us a little demonstration of what gym bro usually does wrong?
Can we maybe start with the basics though? Because I think a lot of people don't even know how to get on this thing. Like, I see you step the feet in there, you've got a position. What's happening over there?
Okay, so usually they keep it on like a low one, right?
Okay.
But it's supposed to be on like the biggest part of your like foot.
Oh,
like,
okay.
the biggest
that makes
angle.
sense.
Yeah,
So
that your ankle can still rotate a bit. So usually, it depends on your shoe size.
Okay, but you have to wear shoes because I want to get onto it now, can I?
Yeah.
With barefoot.
Can you row in heels?
Let's see.
I have tried.
Ooh, let me just give you the mic, yeah?
I have tried to row in heels. Not very successful.
Okay.
Highly don't recommend. I do choose to row in flat-footed shoes.
Got you.
Barefoot is also a lot. My brother also rows. He swears by it. He rows barefoot. I do prefer the flat foot.
And does it help you with that drive and strength in your row as well?
Yeah, it helps you to feel throughout the movement. Also, a lot of people have problems with lifting their heels, and if you've got an inclined sole, then you struggle with that a lot more once you get in the boat and once you are flat-footed.
Listen, Leandi took those orders and heels are off. She's already in the machine. So guide us through this, guys. Let's go.
What do we do then? Then we take this thing.
Yeah, so you're going to start with going...
Shame, you can row with me. I mean, now I've taken completely over there.
Okay.
Sorry, you don't get to row on TV now today. I'm sorry.
I'll do the trick with you.
Because I always feel like it's difficult to get the synchronization right.
Yeah.
Right?
You can start at the back with me. So
Okay.
your legs are straight. You're sitting upright. You're sitting at a bit of an angle back.
Yes.
So what first goes out is your arms.
Yes.
Your arms go straight out. Then you rock your body over to about
45.
Yeah, to about 45.
Yeah.
As much as your hamstrings can take.
I just wanted to say it's a bit of a stretch.
Yeah,
also.
it's quite a stretch.
Yeah.
And then you slowly bend your knees.
Yeah.
But you're still trying to keep that
Oh,
incline forward. So you slowly bend your knees and you go forward and then you pull. And while you're doing that, your legs are going down.
Must I still be 45 years?
Yeah. Then your body, then your arms come in. So what we teach a lot of our younger girls is legs, body, arms, and then coming back, arms, body, legs.
Okay. Here we go.
The focus on your face, Leandy, I love it.
Yeah, okay, listen.
So arms out straight.
And I'm blond nog, nee?
Rocking over.
Oh, shit, I always forget that. That's
All
really
good, rocking over, and then
There we
bringing
go.
your legs in. Now your legs go down, then your body, then your arms.
Ah.
Nice.
No wonder they look so good. It's like a full body workout, man.
It really is. It's not just your arms.
But this makes much more sense.
I'm going to maybe ask one of our rowers here that's standing by, seeing that she is the professional. What does she think, Jessica? What do you think of the form right now? Is it meeting your expectations?
I think she's doing great, but I think you need to work on pushing on your legs.
Oh,
Make your fan move.
Good tips, good
Yes.
tips. So maybe we can ask our professionals here with regards to like the monitor, what are you able to achieve with rowing? Meters, calories, what's the objective here?
The objective is meters, to try and get as many kilometers you can in a short amount of time. So ideally, you'd be watching your split, which is the time it takes to do 500 meters. So ideally, you're watching your split most of the time. Trying to keep a low rate, not go too fast. Yeah.
So I'm looking at a split here. We've got a 6-minute average on a 500 meter, and then we've got a 3-minute 35 on a 500 meter. So yeah, you need to step it up. Yeah,
Is
you
this good for weight loss? Must I go like, would you say people must do this? Like,
It's good for your core.
okay, I'm
good for your
there. I'm
legs.
in. Bikini body, here we go.
Full body workout.
And in terms of like distance, how far do you actually go?
For like on water sessions, we do 2 kilometers.
Oh,
So
wow.
races, yeah, and then that's intense. Like that's just like giving it your all.
And,
so.
and currently they've gone 190 meters. So I've got to put a way
It's
to
a
go
little
still.
bit more distance,
Olivia, do you like rowing?
I love rowing. It's like my favorite sport ever, and just the community that's built through it is like, it's so close to home. It's like a family.
Oh, it's a family, you see. And that's how you want to exercise, because they keep you accountable.
That is true, that is true. And then in terms of like the formats, is it just individual rowing or do you get the team versions as well, or paired?
Yeah, so sometimes you row with 1 oar, and then sometimes you row with 2 blades, so like that, and that's like yeah, like.
I'm over this now.
So does Leandy make the cut? Is she going to be able to make it in?
I think so. I mean, I see
teammate.
potential.
I'll be
Potential
the
there, definitely.
cheerleader next to the dam or the whatever they rowed in. I'm just going like, go
But this
guys,
is
go.
incredible. I want to wish you nothing but the best of luck. What's the next competition that you're going to be taking on?
Boat race.
Oh, okay. Well, guys, good luck. I mean,
Good luck,
thank you for
ladies.
educating us. Thank you
Yeah.
for taking Leandy through the
Yeah,
paces. How are you feeling?
I love this. No, I have more respect for my husband now, I'm not going to lie. Maybe I should try it and challenge myself, seeing that I'm doing new things in my 40s.
Yeah, absolutely. So, ladies, again, thank you so much for educating us. Leandy, thank you for showing us how easy it is and how much you're going to be achieving when it comes to your new rowing world and game. But thank you, Mzansi, for joining, and I hope you've been inspired by the powerful ladies out here. I'm no longer intimidated, I'm just inspired, and I think that's what this show's about. Putting remarkable women on the pedestal, and they've done just that. Golden moments indeed. We'll see you after this. Nice stuff, guys. I want to try this out, actually.
Only you can make my day.
Welcome back, you beauties. Thank you so much for keeping it locked. These are the kind of threads weaving back together that I think have become our lifeblood, our emotional currency on the show. Food is our love language, and we've watched it transform so many lives. It has the power to carry family stories from one generation to the next, thankfully, but it can also spark an entirely new chapter. Step in Selina Naidu, who grew up in Chatsworth, surrounded by women who showed love through food, just like us. And years later, what began as a lockdown cooking video grew into a community of hundreds of thousands, and eventually Parima's Kitchen, a proudly South African range of all-in-one masalas created to make authentic, flavorful cooking a lot simpler. That's also our vibe. Please, can you give Selina a massive round of applause? Because now we aren't in lockdown. We've got people around us. We can embrace it. But what a blessing. When you look back, first of all, welcome. How are you, my friend?
I'm so excited, and I brought the spice today to Expresso.
I know. We can smell it coming out of the kitchen already. We've got some beautiful recipes lined up. So head over to our socials. Just see if you can get a sneak peek and scan QR codes and cook along with us. But when we talk about that time, lockdown, and being in that bubble, how crazy is it to look back at how much has changed? So was it your daughter that first prompted you? Take us back to that moment where she gave you the confidence to step out and do this.
Well, she said, you know, Mum, you can't just keep sharing recipes and typing it out. You know, you're going to end up with carpal tunnel syndrome. So, like, try to video it and post it. And that's literally what I did. I said, okay, the method is important. Let's get this on camera. Post it, and before I knew it, I had an entire community.
And it is. It's a family, a community, a tribe. I use that term a lot because it's people that rally because they understand the value proposition here.
100%.
You're carrying generational foodie wealth with you. You could cook a curry at 12 years old, okay? It's taken me many, maybe 3 decades to get that right. Where did it all begin for you? Where was the first love of cooking inspired?
Well, very much with my perimas, my mother and my mother's sisters. So growing up, that was their love language, is food and the connection to food. So at a very young age, yes, my mum was working. She always had food prepared for us, but then it also was a necessity sometimes for me to take on that responsibility. So at 12 years old, I could make a mean mutton curry.
Yo, I bet you still can.
I definitely improved it. So it gave me the confidence to explore spices at a young age, but also integrate that connection I have with my perimas and bringing in the heritage recipes.
That's got to feel very special. I know you're doing this as a front-facing exercise for your culture, for your cuisine, for your family. But when you say the word perimas and you talk about this now being a brand in the real commercial world, how good does that feel?
It's incredible. Perima is actually a name that we call our mother's elder sister in Tamil. So the spirit of my perimas is very much integrated into my brand, which is all about culture, community and heritage. So it feels amazing.
Well, that's great as a notion, and you're leaning into emotion and your culture and your history. Now you've got to make it a successful business.
100%.
What has that journey been like? Because clearly you're pushing the right buttons.
Very challenging, you know. So, you know, a lot of new things I'm learning along the way, from logistics to distribution. But I think staying so close to my community has changed the realm of advertising as such. So making sure that I'm learning all of this business strategies, but also understanding what problem I'm solving for my community always is my North Star.
Supply and demand. But no, supply and demand. And I think often when we lean into community, and you see it with NGOs that are doing that support work, it's outcome-based. You're either helping or you're not. So put yourself into those spaces. If you're going to represent culture, though, you tread lightly because it's very protected. In that, I can see the pain. If you're going to try something new, you've got to kind of really have your ducks in a row. This being said, what are we going to explore this morning? What have you got on the menu for us today?
Well, look, we decided we're going to do a lamb riblets, like a masala lamb riblets. That's going to be, especially now when you can't really go out and braai, but we're going to bring the bride to us.
I like it.
And then we're going to do a lamb with cabbage. So it's a mutton and cabbage, but we're using lamb today so it cooks faster. And that's a very humbling dish. Cabbage is such an amazing vegetable. Everybody wants mutton and potatoes, Durban-style mutton potatoes.
Underutilized.
So I'm like, hey, let's go with the cabbage today.
I like the fact that you're quite matter-of-fact about the way that you instruct, so I'm looking forward to getting those instructions in the kitchen myself. But just so proud of the journey that you're on. Cannot wait to get you into the kitchen. And of course, you guys have an opportunity. You stand a chance to win a Perry Mars kitchen hamper by replying to the competition post on that's the Expresso social media pages, and tell us which curry you would love to master at home and why. Push the boat out. Remember to include hashtag Expresso Show in your reply. That competition closes midnight on the 3rd of September. You've got a little time, but we're going to get a lot of entries. So make yours amazing. The T's and C's do apply. I think we are flying into the second hour of the show, so let's get back into those news headlines.
Thank you so much, Graham and Mzansi. Let's get you up to date with everything happening in the world in the news. Starting off here, 2 commemorative circulation coins honoring women who helped shape South Africa's journey to freedom, equality and justice have been launched by the South African Reserve Bank. The 2 rand coins mark 125 years since Charlotte Maxeke became the first black South African woman to earn a university degree and 70 years since the 1956 Women's March. The coins form part of the Milestones of Freedom campaign launched by President Cyril Ramaphosa in June. They aim to keep these stories alive across communities and generations. Over to this story now. The EFF's motion of no confidence in Parliament Speaker Thoko Didiza has failed after 282 MPs voted against it and 101 supported it. The motion centered on Didiza's decision not to oppose President Cyril Ramaphosa's urgent court application to halt the work of the retrenchment committee. EFF leader Julius Malema accused Didiza of putting party interests first. ANC Chief Whip Mdumiseni Ntuli said she acted swiftly to implement a constitutional court decision. The DA said her removal was not justified. Over to international news. Meta has agreed to pay up to $18 billion to a coalition of US states and impose sweeping new limits on teenagers using Facebook and Instagram. The proposed settlement would resolve claims by 29 states that Meta designed its platforms to hook young users, misled the public about risks, and unlawfully collected children's data. Teen accounts would be blocked overnight from midnight to 6 a.m. and limited to 2 hours of daily use. The agreement still requires court approval. Over to this story. Chinese President Xi Jinping is set to visit Egypt from Sunday to Thursday, his first trip to North Africa in a decade. The visit comes as Beijing and Cairo deepen ties in trade, manufacturing, renewable energy, technology and defense. China recently deployed J-16 fighter jets to Egypt for joint military drills alongside Egyptian Rafale fighters. Xi's trip comes as powers expand military ties across North Africa, with the United States aligned with Morocco, Russia with Algeria, and China strengthening its presence in Egypt. And finally, it seems you're never too old for a little live music. A 100-year-old Galapagos tortoise has become an unlikely concert fan after slowly making his way towards French singer-songwriter Plumes, who was performing an acoustic melody inside his habitat at Philadelphia Zoo in the United States. As the gentle music played, the enormous tortoise inched closer, eventually stopping just inches from the singer for an extraordinary encounter. Galapagos tortoises can live well beyond 100, with the oldest known reaching 175. Whether enjoying the music or simply curious, the century-old fan certainly stole the show. That's what we have for you in your news for now. However, it's time for Graham with your sports.
Thank you so much, Zanele. Let's jump right in with the biggest story in South African sport right now. It's rugby at the moment because we've got the biggest tour. Well, New Zealand, it seems they have taken a major blow. Loose forward Anton Segner has now been ruled out for the remainder of the All Blacks' greatest rivalry tour. Segner underwent minor keyhole surgery to wash out an infection in his ankle joint. Sounds like it went well, but he certainly will be missed. All Blacks head coach Dave Rennie, though, confirming that no replacement will be called up. Clearly enough depth in that squad, having having sufficient cover in the loose forward positions as well. And they've proven that even with their midweek fixtures, how much depth is there. Now, we can certainly get excited about the early stages of the Premiership and then the Betway Premiership action from across the country last night. Oh, it didn't disappoint. Mamelodi Sundowns certainly stole the spotlight with a very high-scoring 5-2 victory over AmaZulu at Loftus Versfeld. Then down in Durbs, Kaizer Chiefs, they were pushed. They were forced to share the points after a hard-fought 2-2 draw against Richards Bay. And then Golden Arrows, they edged out Stellenbosch FC 1-0. Now, a little further afield, we can get excited about this one. Might split the studio just a little bit. The draw for round 3 of the League Cup has now delivered a marquee fixture with Liverpool set to host Tottenham Hotspur at Anfield. And of course, Spurs get their 1 win of the season. They booked their place in the next round with a 5-1 win over Charlton Athletic. And that wasn't even a joke. In other round 3 matchups, Man City host Norwich City, an interesting one there. Potential giant-slaying opportunity for Ipswich Town as Arsenal come to town. And then Man United, they welcome Brighton. Now let's get back onto 2 wheels and out on the road at Britain's Matthew Brennan. He sprinted to victory on stage 5 of the Vuelta a España. The 21-year-old was perfectly positioned by his Visma A bike teammates, Wout van Aert and Christophe Laporte, before taking it solo, powering to victory in the bunch sprint, claiming his now 2nd stage win of the race. Clearly in a golden era of cycling as well, and that's not just on the way into work this morning. Well, speaking of which, let's get you to work safely right now.
Thank you so much, G-Man, and let's see how we can get you out on the road safely. We're going to start off in Mount Aleph, that's in Eastern Cape. Now, motorists are traveling along the N2 in Emachusebeni are advised to exercise caution as a taxi strike is causing possible disruptions in the area. We've got a small visual on the screen that you can see right now, so our commuters are encouraged to use alternative routes where possible and stay alert for changing road conditions. Well, we move to Cape Town next, and in Athlone, traffic is building on the N2 inbound, and that's at the ramp to Jake's Gerwel Drive. Now, motorists can expect delays in the area and are advised to allow for extra travel time on their morning commute. I think for anybody heading on the roads, travel safe, buckle up, and plan your routes accordingly. From the road to the sky, let's find out now what's happening in the world of weather. So we're going to start off in Polokwane, and it looks like it's a beautiful day out on your side of the world. It's going to be mostly sunny skies and a great day ahead. Temperatures start at a low of 9 degrees, rising to a high of 22 degrees. Now, tomorrow will be spent under sunny conditions, with temperatures ranging between 5 and a warm 23 degrees. Well, from Polokwane, we move next to Klerksdorp, and it looks like it's partly cloudy skies, which are going to be setting the tone for your day. Your temperatures are starting at a chilly 11-degree minimum, but climbing to a warm high of 26 degrees. Now, as we do look ahead, Friday and Saturday's temperatures will reach a high of 25 degrees, with a chilly morning low under sunny skies. Let's move to the capital in Pretoria, and it looks like it's mostly sunny skies throughout your day today. Temperatures ranging between a fresh 11 degrees and a high of 23 degrees. Lingering clouds will stick around, with temperatures sitting at 24 degrees tomorrow, and Saturday and Sunday at 25 degrees. Now moving over to Johannesburg, partly cloudy conditions are set for your day. Your temperatures move between a chilly 8 degrees and a high of 21 degrees. Now, sun-filled skies will settle in the coming days, with daytime highs consistently reaching 22 degrees through till the weekend. Over in Mbombela next, and today you're all set for partly cloudy conditions on your side of town. Temperatures sitting between a low of 13 degrees and a high of 20 degrees. As we look ahead, rain is likely happening tomorrow at 25%, much as today, with temperatures warming up to a high of 22 degrees. Out in Bloemfontein is where we reside in next, and it looks like partly cloudy skies will hold throughout today. Temperatures starting from a brisk 9 degrees, climbing to a maximum of 24 degrees. Now, sun-filled skies will gradually turn cloudy by the weekend, with daytime highs peaking consistently at 25 degrees. Back on the coast in Richards Bay, it looks like a 25% chance of morning showers is on the cards for your day. Accompanied by winds traveling at 29 kilometers per hour, your temperatures are sitting between a cool 17 degrees and a high of 23 degrees. And all this while the conditions define your coming days and seems to be rather much the same. Out in Durban today brings a slight 15% chance of showers, accompanied by northeasterly winds traveling 37 kilometers per hour. Now, your temperatures are ranging from a cool 16 degrees to a warmer 23 degrees, which will increase to a daytime high of 25 degrees come tomorrow. We move to Mthatha next, and mostly cloudy conditions seem to be dominating your skies today. Temperatures starting from a chilly 12 degrees before rising to a high of 26 degrees. Now, cloudy and humid conditions will persist, with temperatures reaching 31 degrees consistently for the next 2 days, with a morning low of 13 degrees. Out in Uba next, morning clouds are going to be giving way to a sunny afternoon out in your side of town. Temperatures ranging from a cold 11 degrees but moving to a nice warm 31 degree maximum. Over the next coming days, daytime highs will peak in the low 30s, with windy conditions set to settle by Saturday under partly cloudy skies. Over in Kugompo City up next, morning showers are chanced today, accompanied by winds traveling at 35 kilometers per hour. Your temperatures are starting off at 16 degrees and then rising to a high of 24 degrees. Partly cloudy skies are expected as the week progresses, with temperatures maxing at 29 degrees. Heading to the coast now, and in GQ Mbecha, cloudy skies will feature across your region today. Temperatures starting from a brisk 15 and climbing to a high of 27 degrees. Now you will spend tomorrow under partly cloudy skies, with temperatures moving between 14 degrees and a nice warm 30-degree maximum. Over to your neighbours, George, and it looks like much of your day out in George will be spent under partly cloudy skies. The temperatures are drifting from a fresh 16 degrees to a high of 29 degrees. Now, looking ahead, rain is forecast for the weekend. You've got Saturday sitting at 35% chance and increasing to 70% by Sunday. Moving to Cape TZ, that's Cape Town, partly cloudy skies are going to be remaining in place for much of your day. Temperatures sitting between a cool 12 and a high of 20 degrees. And grey skies seem to be defined in the coming days, with cool to pleasant temperatures ranging in the upper teens. Not too much wind today, so you're out in Muses, get the longboard, get some toes on the nose and make a day out of it. We move to Sally's next, and it looks like a cloudy start will give way to a bright and sunny afternoon. Temperatures shifting between a cold 13 degrees and a high of 26 degrees. Now, a mix of sunny and cloudy conditions will define the coming days, while strong winds are set for tomorrow, with temperatures peaking at 26 degrees. Kimberley's up next on the list, and it looks like partly cloudy skies are dominating your day. Now, the temperatures are moving from a low of 12 degrees and set to a high at 29 degrees. Now, looking ahead to the coming days, temperatures are peaking at 28 degrees consistently, with chilly morning lows spent under partly cloudy skies. Moving over to Uppies, and that's Uppington. Today looks like it's partly cloudy skies on your side of town. Temperatures ranging between a cool 16 degrees and a hot high of 33 degrees. Sun-filled skies will take over the next 2 days. Temperatures peaking at 31 degrees both tomorrow and Saturday. Well, again, as we take a gander at the weather patterns across the country, we brace ourselves for another incredible sunrise view. Zanende, Zibeni, Long Meadow, Gauteng. This is where it's at. Look at this bright, bold rise of the sun. It's got all that power, all that promise. Zenandi, thank you so much for sending this one in. Miss Sibeni, you have delivered. Long Meadows looking incredible out in Gauteng. 20 degrees Celsius, that's the weather that you can expect. And of course, Mzansi, we've got one more to get through. One more sunrise view to share in the next hour. We want you to come through. The number's 063-036-9649. And with all this good weather coming through, let's head to the islands. I'm talking about Tropica, Island of Treasure, Season 12, baby. Let's dive into it.
Thank you, my lovely Cape Town humans. Look, something that I know Zanzan is super excited about is
Tropica Island of Treasure Season 12, baby. Seqalile into ke sana, and already South Africa is excited. So many people got overly excited on social media, which we love because they were like, finally, our favorite show is back, which we're so happy about.
Oh, I mean, you're super happy about it. We're happy that she's going to be back on our screens in the morning and, of course, at night.
Yes.
We've obviously met all the celebrities that are taking on the island right here on Expresso, but we also need the fans. So luckily here at Expresso, we know some people who know some people. We also know people in high places. So come next week Tuesday, we're starting to meet them.
It's true, my friend, because literally on the 1st, right, that is where we're going to be meeting these amazing humans. But it is all leading up to the 23rd of September, 9 p.m. on SABC1. That is where you're going to be getting to see all of the action. Everything come together, where it is going to be the smooth fans teaming up with our smooth celebrities. And we're going to be seeing who gets to take home that share of 1 million rand and a brand new Suzuki Jimny each. But listen, my friend, it's a big thing. It's a very exciting. But one thing I also know is that so many people are currently sitting here, just like you said, wanting to know who is who and whom's this
So this is the person who I said, people in high places. This one, she was on the island. So come tell me the scoop. Tell me a little bit about the fans.
Do you want me to tell you? Okay, let me tell you. When it comes to the fans, right? There are 8 of them. Like, you know, you already knew that, Chadley. Exactly.
We must make it exciting. So there's 8 of them, yes?
Yes, that are going to be teaming up with the 8 celebrities.
That's all you're going to tell me.
That's all I'm going to tell you, my sister. That's all I can tell you.
Can you tell me what the first challenge was?
Absolutely not. And this is why you need to make sure that you tune in next week, Tuesday, 1st of September, as we get to know some of those beautiful faces. We're going to take a short break. Should I give you a hint while we take a break?
Please.
No. We'll see you after this. Don't go anywhere.
We'll see them, and I can see how excited Zanele is. This person, I'm not so sure. Lianti Durant, to one of our top billing top 40, absolutely amazing finalists, and you've done so well today. Well done, man.
You're only as good as the people that help you.
Whatever,
so thank you.
whatever.
No,
Okay, on
really
top billing, you stand alone, and you're in a beautiful house, and you're just going to be amazing. When we talk about Tropica, Island of Treasure, does the PTSD kick in? Would you do it again?
100%. I was telling someone else earlier that I'm only recovering now. Like the first month after you're back, it's like you kind of miss it. But while you're there, you hate it, but you also love it because it feels like you're back in school. Like the things we had to do, the stress, you know, like when you go on your op jou merke gereed gaan and the gun goes off, it's that stress you have all the time. So I don't know if I do it again, because I also believe something should not be done twice.
Exactly.
Because now that you know what you get yourself into, you're like, I'm running away. I'm not doing it again.
That's why we do live TV, is so that we go through the same thing over and over. But you are handling live TV just like she smashed the island. And I think a lot of that speaks to the confidence that someone fostered in her and that she fosters in other young girls. And we're going to continue in that lane very much so after the break with more inspiring conversations. Then Selena is in the kitchen. There's going to be a lot of cooking actually after this. Go over to our socials, see if you can get a bead on what we're going to be cooking, and then as soon as we do, scan the QR code and cook along. We'll see you now.
Hey, you beautiful people, welcome back at your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And listen, earlier we heard how Solina and I do turn family food memories into Parima's kitchen. And now she joins us in the kitchen to put that story on the plate using her mutton all-in-one masala. Solina is giving us lamb two ways. We got sticky air-fried riblets for quick entertaining and slow, comforting lamb and cabbage curry packed with Durban flavor. Talk about nostalgia, Selena. You have gotten me excited for this one. What's happening? How are we doing this?
So we're going to just start doing the basics, is getting our foundation right for our mutton and cabbage. We're using lamb today so that we can have time because of time constraints.
Yeah.
And then we're going to just get our spices going, and I'll get into that for just a little bit.
Yeah, and I think that's the most important thing for me is about the spices, because it's the flavor that really gives us the nostalgia.
Correct.
It's the flavor combination and getting the spices right that deliver on a powerful meal, and one that brings the culture back to a meal as well, right? Something you've perfected and something you've made a lot easier for all of us at home, seeing that we've got this incredible product here that we're going to be showcasing.
Yes.
Are we using it right now?
Yes, we're going to be using it today. We're going to start with the all-in-one mutton masala, and it has 17 spices.
Excuse me, 17? Yeah.
So we're taking away the guesswork.
And a lot of my aunts, I used to spend possibly hours in the spice shop curating and seeing how they would put these things together. It's like a science. So you made it so easy for us. You made it so convenient. But let's put it into action.
Yes.
And let's start this recipe up. Where we beginning
So
with
we've got our onions in. We're just waiting for them to dance a bit.
Okay,
right?
okay.
So there's a little bit of sizzle, which means now we're ready for our spices. And then we're going to add our all-in-one masala.
You honestly couldn't name all these spices, but what are some of the main ones, like in terms of the flavor profile that this one is giving?
So there's a combination of your coriander powder, your cumin powder, you've got your turmeric. It even has your ginger and garlic. So if you don't have ginger and garlic at home, not to worry.
Oh,
it's already sorted.
This is actually made for me. This is so convenient. I can actually whip a lot of things up with this. And I would imagine that it goes beyond just the meals that we're making right now.
Yes, you can make so many different meals, from air fry recipes like we're going to do with our lamb riblets today. You can use it in a potjie, in a braai. There's stews. I mean, it's endless.
Selena, you're making me hungry now. Let's get this meal going so we can show it off to Mzansi.
And you can actually smell even the Kashmiri that gives it its beautiful color. But there's no artificial colorants. It's absolutely clean spices. So no fillers. Here we go. So what do you like, Rael? Hot or hot?
Well, it depends, because you get Cape Town hot and then you get Durban hot. And it's two complete different scales.
I'm going to try to keep the medium
If
going.
it's the Durban hot, then I can't do it. I need it very mild. But if it's Cape Town hot, I can handle it.
Okay. So
What is this sort of I know there's not really a scale, but is this quite a hot sort of a mix? Or is it quite palatable?
You can adjust it to your flavor, your intensity, your desired intensity. So if you want it slightly hotter, you can add more. You can even add green chilies. So I'm thinking whether I should add the green chili or not.
Let's go for it, man. Let's make it a fire morning.
We've got the curry leaves, which I'm just adding to the side. So it...
Beautiful.
And I'll just maybe add one chili just in case.
And then again, you're adding the chili because you want extra strength.
Yes.
But with all that you get in this, with the spices that you have, you don't actually need to add much at all, right?
No, you don't.
Love it.
So it's foolproof. You don't have to worry about anything. So the main thing about having a complete flavor profile is not missing ingredients or having something that's overpowering. Imagine having too much of star anise or cloves.
Yeah, I've had that in certain curries. When you bite into that clove with that,
and there's no cardamom traps.
Absolutely.
So we're ready. Look at that. The sizzle,
just like that, it's come
nice
together.
and beautiful. We're ready to add our tomatoes.
So that's like a flavor bath that takes so much time, and you've already got that whipped up.
Done.
Now it's all the easy stuff.
Yeah, now exactly. Now it's all the easy stuff. You're just going to add your tomatoes, right? It's got enough water in your tomato as well. This is your base is your chutney for your curry.
Nice.
Right? We've got all the flavors.
I'm thinking about the opportunity that you're giving to youngsters like us when it comes to trying to be more brave in the kitchen.
Yes.
We've been so westernized as we've been growing up. We've been eating so many fast food items, quick fixes.
Yes.
And I think a lot of us are now getting excited and we're missing those nostalgic flavors. So to kind of get us back into the spirit of our culture, back to our roots, I think this is such a cool gateway. And it leaves all that intimidation out of the kitchen where you can just have fun.
Yes, and enjoy it. it. Enjoy the process of cooking, enjoy the smells, the aromas, the taste, without making it complex and, you know, being overwhelmed in the kitchen.
It's like this moment right here. We're having a good conversation, work's getting done, smells are radiating throughout the house. The kids are going to be, Mom, is it ready? It smells amazing. I'm hungry. That was me as a kid. I was always badgering my mom. Come, Mom, when is it going? I'm hungry now. And it was like 3 in the afternoon.
And the best part is with this type of food, there's literally never any leftovers.
Oh, okay. So you actually need to buy like twice the amount so that you can have leftovers for the next day.
That's the best thing. That's a life hack right there.
How's it looking over there? What are our next steps?
So we just added a little bit of sugar,
and
that will just cut the acidity and it balances the flavors nicely. And we're going to leave this now to just cook together.
Nice. All right.
So I'm going to put the lid on, let it cook, and then when the oil starts to separate, we're going to start adding our lamb pieces.
All right, so it's not just one meal that we're going to be doing here.
Yes.
There's obviously a variety.
Yes.
It's not just, let's say, red meats that you can work with. There's the options for chicken as well?
Yes, so we've got the chicken masala, which I'm going to show you later, and we're going to do a chicken and lentil curry. Again, you know, the basics are the chicken curry with the potatoes, but we want to try and experiment with other vegetables. Therefore, cabbage today with our mutton, and then our lentils with the chicken.
Love that. Okay, so before we run out of too much time now, so we've started off our mutton.
Okay.
We're going to be doing a lamb rib, I
lamb
believe,
riblets.
a little bit later as well.
Lamb riblets. We can start marinating it.
Cool. So I'll start marinating this in the meantime, and then maybe off camera we'll carry on putting this meal together.
Perfect.
I've got the, what is it, 27 all-in-one 17 spices all in one that I'm going to mix with this.
Yeah, that's not all of that.
You, Mzansi, can scan the QR code on your screen right now. There's an incredible opportunity for you. Oops, sorry about that. I'm getting so excited here.
Yes. Okay,
but while we put this together,
Yeah.
I want to just talk to you, Mzansi, because scan the QR code, get this recipe going right now. It's so easy now that we have this option. And I think it gets even better because I have to plug you in on this, right? You also stand a chance to win a Parima's Kitchen Hamper by replying to the competition post on Expresso's social media pages and tell us which curry you would love to master at home, and of course tell us why. Now remember to include the hashtag Expresso Show in your reply, and this competition closes at midnight on the 3rd of September. It's 2026 this year. The terms and conditions do apply. But listen, stick around. All this inspiration is going to carry on over here. Selena's still in the kitchen and it is already smelling so good. Josie, what's happening on your side while we get our bellies energized and ready for this meal? What's happening over there?
Oh man, listen, Mzansi, it's always so good to be with you. And one thing I love about us getting to spend our mornings together is that we always have some of our favorite families in the building.
And those family members are the Doveleys.
Yes.
We love the Doveleys. The Dove Masterclass was all about exploring confidence, authenticity, and what it means to feel comfortable in your own skin. And while the masterclass may be over, the conversation doesn't have to stop there.
100%. This morning, we're joined by two creators who experienced it firsthand to find out what stood out for them and how they're planning to take those lessons from the masterclass into the content that they create and communities they speak to. So everybody, let's give them a feel-good welcome. It's Kanye Ngala and Paige Harvey. Beautiful ladies, how are you?
Oh, good, thank you.
Good looking.
Good. Yes, of course. Happy almost Friday.
Oh,
finally.
Right. Ladies, I love the fact that you got to experience the Dove Masterclass because now we get to live vicariously through you. So you need to give us every single detail. I need to ask, what was that one moment that really stuck with you from that masterclass? That one thing that happened, that one lesson, or maybe even the one speaker where you were just like, oh my goodness, this is exactly where I need to be. Paige, we can start with you.
Okay, cool. I think for me, it's definitely that the content that you create is bigger than just posting a video.
Oh, wow.
It's more than the online, the scheduled post, you know, the editing. It's about who you are and the story that you're trying to tell. You know, we are all storytellers. We all have a story, and content shouldn't fit into your story.
Yeah.
I mean, you shouldn't fit into content story.
Okay.
The content fits into your story, right? So we were told that, and we were taught that it's okay for you to not fit into everyone's story. People are allowed to be a part of your story. Not everybody has to be a part of your story, but what fits into your story will fit into your story naturally.
Beautiful. And for you, beautiful?
So there was a lot of amazing things that happened during the masterclass, but one key takeaway for me would be that confidence really starts by embracing the skin that you are in instead of trying to change it. And most importantly, there was a lot said around authenticity and being who you are and the message that you're trying to portray to the community that you're trying to build is actually what really matters.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, so we're talking about being authentic, we're talking about being confident and obviously being happy in your own skin. So during the masterclass now, did you guys go, well, maybe I want to go forward and do this content and really do the authentic route just a tad more? Did the masterclass teach you to do that just a tad bit more?
100%. So confidence has always been a thing I had to grow into, right? And the masterclass really reminded me that the insecurities are always going to be there. It's what you do with them. You mustn't let them stop you.
100%.
So, yeah.
And with you, Paige?
I think for me, to echo what she's saying and to my previous point, you know, one of the panelists, Dr. Kay, she said that, you know, much like a brand, Paige is a brand, and Paige has skin, so she needs skincare. Paige has a body, so she needs clothes. It means she's gonna meet fashion brands that she wants to work with. So like I said, brands will fit into your story so naturally when you're just you, because you need things. You need skincare, you need body care, you need clothing. So it will naturally fit into your story when you allow yourself to be who you are.
Love that. So ladies, then talk to me, what does it look like to be your authentic self? Particularly on, I want to say, a platform like Instagram or even just on social media. For you guys, what does that authenticity actually look like? You can kick us off.
Okay. Authenticity for me is really showing up as who you are. You don't have to be glamorous about it. You don't have to be the perfect cover girl about it. Because people really want someone to relate to, someone to resonate with, right? So it's really about sharing your story and sharing what feels true and real to you.
Yeah, I think authenticity, it's like the favorite word in content creation, right? Because it's such a complex definition because it's different to everyone. Like my authenticity is different to yours. So I think for me, authenticity is building off what we've been saying. It's just being you, because people want to know your story because there's something in that story that they can relate to. It's content creation. It's so polished and aesthetically pleasing, and it doesn't have to be like that. We're always waiting for the perfect kitchen to post up cooking or the perfect beauty room to do your makeup in. It doesn't have to be like that.
And talking about now the perfect kitchen and the perfect beauty room, yes, we want our content to look pretty.
Beautiful.
But when your viewers go on and obviously watch your 30-second reel, what are you hoping that they feel more than what they've seen?
Yeah. Most importantly for me, I want my audience to feel seen, safe, and I want them to relate. I want to create a feeling whereby when someone views it, they're like, oh girl, thank God.
Same.
I don't feel, I'm not the only one. I don't feel alone. I want to create
Thank you so much. Absolutely love the confidence from within, but it does help if we can put a little bit on the outside. That's what really makes conversations like this so, so powerful. Thank you so much to everyone involved throughout the series. In fact, taking those moments of inspiration and turning them into something that can reach and inspire others. So from confidence and self-expression to celebrating what makes each of us absolutely unique, the Dove Masterclass is here for you. It's all about encouraging a more positive and authentic approach to beauty that works for you.
Dove with 1/4 moisturizer, which cares like cream for 24-hour nourished skin.
The skin's looking glowy.
Glowing. Dove, the #1 bar, recommended by dermatologists.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh yes, and Zanzi, just like that, 3 exceptional people, very excited to do this thing we call your feel-good breakfast show, especially this one in the middle. How are you feeling, yeah?
I'm feeling so lekker. It's so nice to spend time with you guys.
Yeah.
And the right way to start the morning, you know.
Have a
but
break.
also, I see an Oma rusk in front of me, and I know why they call it Oma.
Well,
because my Oma used to eat a rusk every morning.
Oh, yeah?
So it all makes sense to me now.
So it's like a tradition for you.
First of all,
on that note, here you go.
I was going to say it was in front of me, not in front of you. So I.
But how long do you dip your rusk for? That is the very
question, yeah.
Well, it's called ruskability, okay? And we've been testing the ruskability of these rusks. I managed kind of like an 8-9 second dip without losing integrity.
And you didn't lose it.
Just try it. The ruskability is strong with these rusks, okay?
That's impressive.
So maybe you want to sit around and talk nonsense like we do, which is kind of a pressure release when you work in. Yeah, we do. We work in a very high pressure kind of adrenaline-fueled space, as Paul Leandi is finding out.
It seems like it's working.
You see, I told you the
Depends
ruskability.
on how hard the rusk is. So
Exactly.
my rusk is 8 seconds.
She's got the ruskability level 10. But you
It's
do.
perfect.
Every now and then, you've got to kind of take a step back. No emails, no messages, no WhatsApp, nobody asking you where anything is or how you are spending or whatever they want from you. Take a break, okay? Because your answer could actually win you one of 3 Omar Rusk hampers.
Ooh.
So we are trying to
Now we're
inspire
talking.
people to just have a break. Put the
I
brakes
like
on
that.
because we kind of need it. What is a break for you?
I think it's so important, like you said, like literally don't look at your phone because then we start procrastinating what we're actually busy with, which is resting. So when you're also taking a break, you are doing something. We need to understand that. So what I usually do is I go through my day so far and I have an app on my phone where I write down my gratitude list for the day.
Oh, perfect.
Nice.
So then I will see where am I. Let's say I'm taking a break at 10 a.m. Then I will think about my morning. I'm grateful for that email. Or I'm grateful for that. It just helps put you on a frequency of receiving and like not living from a place of lack.
And I find that a lot of people are doing the polar of that. They're always like worrying, complaining about what's going wrong in life, focusing on all these negatives.
Looking at the to-do list.
That completely flips the script and you almost get to see your wins and take accountability of it.
Yeah, how far have I
Celebrate
come
it.
this morning instead of how far I need to still go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mr. Biohack over here. So we've realized in our job, often you're trying to process something, and when it comes to trauma or big anxiety, there might not be a solution, which is why it's giving you the anxiety. You've just got to get through it. So we look for these big answers when all you have to do is list 5 things that you're grateful for. Your mindset will change. Do 100 push-ups
I like
or
that.
10
Yeah.
push-ups.
Like I call it the but I am glad game. Like my tire,
But thank
I
God.
have to change my tire next to the road, but I'm glad that I didn't roll my car. It was in a way that I can still be
Don't
safe.
be slow,
You know what I'm saying?
afraid of the slow truck. It might have saved you from something.
Exactly.
But here's the
Ah,
ridiculous thing.
power,
So
man.
in our energy matrix, as you've had a crash course, there is only the space to be vulnerable or positive. You can't come in here with too much of your baggage unless you're going to process it live on air, which we often have to do.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It really is the nature of the work. But I will test it 3 off-ramps along the end of this highway. I've not been able to make it beyond 3 off-ramps and not have my mindset adjusted when I try to list 5 things that I'm grateful for. By the time I've made it to the 3rd, my mindset
You're
is
already
adjusted.
switched.
And this is a mechanism I use within the space of about 10 minutes driving to work every single day. I don't have to solve the day's issues. I just have to list the first 3 to 5. If I can make it, they're things that I'm grateful for. You hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, it's
Gratitude
incredible. I'm so glad you
is
use
massive.
it. It's a life-changing.
Yeah, and I think maybe a challenge to you, Mzansi, if you're feeling a little bit down today, you're feeling like things aren't going your way, maybe practice this incredible example from Liandi. And I think with Omar Russ, this is an opportunity for you because why? She wants to hear all about the perfect time to dip, right? And it is quiet when it's coffee before the rest of the house wakes up, or
Our
catch
life.
up with your favorite person. It doesn't matter. All you got to do is the following. Enter and simply complete this sentence. My perfect hashtag time to dip moment is... And that's where you want to share your answer using the hashtag time to dip and the hashtag have a break on Oma. And that's for your chance to win one of 3 Oma Rusk hampers. What would your answer be to this one, Andy?
It would be my favorite time to dip is while I'm watching the Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Nailed it!
I've got the tune.
On that note, I'm going to take my moment right now.
Everyone else catch a beat on the show except me? This seems to be the curse of my life.
You can't have all the talent, G, okay? Come on.
Whatever, dude. Remember, all you guys really have to do is complete that easy sentence, and hopefully it gets you thinking about taking that perfect break. My perfect hashtag time to dip moment is... Please get the qualifying hashtags in there. Hashtag time to dip. Hashtag have a break on Omar must be in your entry, and you could be winning big.
I'm winning right now,
Sounds
babe.
good. This is amazing. The 8-second thing really works.
I told you, Russ.
I'm very impressed with you. I thought it was 3.
It's a real
3
thing.
is
You
not,
never lie
not
on this
long
show.
enough.
I want this crunch, man.
This
That's
is
me.
amazing. Now I miss my Oma.
Yum.
I really love my Oma.
Now you've got to do a TV bite.
Officially unavailable for meeting activities. I'm on a break.
Andre! I'm on a break!
Oh, we absolutely love that Oma reminds us to just take a breather sometimes, 1, 2, 3. But the past few weeks has been so exciting. Why? Because we've been meeting the top billing presenter search top 40 right here on Expresso, putting each contender through their presenting phases and finding out who has what it takes to step into that iconic top billing role.
Ooh, and iconic is the word, and trust me, each and every one of them comes with something so different. And this beautiful lady today, Adriana Corey, is proving that it's never too late to chase a new dream. Coming from a corporate background, she's now stepping into the spotlight and showing that confidence, curiosity, and a passion for storytelling can open an entirely new chapter. Everyone, let's give her a feel-good welcome, Adriana Corey.
Looking angelic.
I know,
Yes, she
right?
does.
Thank you.
You look stunning, babe. And congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so nervous to be here, but I feel like I'm ready.
You are 100% ready. Look, we know that you're a corporate girly. So what made you go, let me step out of my comfort zone and try the entertainment world?
Yeah, so I think I've always wanted to be in some sort of spotlight, as I have earlier mentioned, and I was always focusing on building up other people's brands and making their dreams come true, or at least playing a part in it. And I think from sitting behind the scenes for so long, I really looked at my life and I was like, wow, I've missed out on so many things because I was so scared to put myself in front of something.
Yeah.
So now is finally the time where I feel like I'm in a place where I can actually take on something like top billing, top 40.
Yes. Girl, you're taking it on, okay? And you're doing it fabulously, which we love.
Thank you.
But this is the thing, right? Is that, you know, in this day and age, it's also all about building your personal brand while building another brand as well. How do you strike that balance? And would you say that you sort of struggled to kind of strike that balance in the past?
Yes, so definitely right now I'm trying to figure out what is my brand, what is Adriana in a spotlight, what is her personality, and what is the message that I would like to share with my viewers, my audience.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely trying to find a balance between like fashion and makeup, and also like what else is like behind me and what my story is. So yeah, I am definitely trying to figure that out, but I think I have a good background and a good foundation that will get me to where I want to be.
And you have a support system. The whole family
strong
Yes. So we've all watched Top Billing. We know that it's all about fashion, lifestyle, luxury, travel, food. When I mention all of those things, which are the ones that you naturally gravitate towards?
I think naturally I do have a background in real estate. So I worked in like a small real estate little time in my life when I was in Cape Town. So I definitely did experience a touch of that luxury on the Atlantic seaboard when I was there. So I would say some of the luxury and definitely fashion has been something that's so strong in my life since so small. My grandmother, oh my God, #1 fashionista.
Yes, girl.
So definitely those are the two that I would focus on.
I love that. I mean, girl, you don't have to tell us about the fashion.
We
can see.
This isn't me though. This isn't me. It was fully my mom and my brother. So I have a strong team, like you said.
Shout out to the family.
Yes.
And babe, you know that when you step into a presenter role, sometimes it comes with you also now putting on your producer hat.
Yes.
So let's say you are now Adriana Corrie. You are the top billing presenter.
Yes.
What is it that you would be excited to bring to South African screens if you could choose a specific segment?
Yes. So I think already Top Billing coming back with a reboot is already nostalgic in its own right. So I don't know if you guys remember back in the day on ETV, we used to watch something called How Do I Look, where we used to style people and updo their wardrobe. So I definitely think I would bring something like that back, you know, show people how to style certain pieces that just elevate their outfit, or even just certain staples that can take their wardrobe to the next level.
I love that because Top Billing is pretty much bringing that next gen together. So, you know, it's kind of pulling on the Get Ready With Me, but on a Top Billing's platform.
And also, I could see this crossing over to social media.
You
like
see?
a little Top Billing segment there.
Yes.
We're onto something over here.
I think so.
We know that you have a very good support system at home. When you found out you were in the top 40, who were the first people you told? How did they react? How did you react?
Oh gosh, so I was at home alone. My boyfriend was in Norway, so he couldn't be there with me. So the first person I phoned was my dad, and I was like shaking because I saw it on the reel, and I was like, Dad, I think that I'm in the top 40. He's like, what do you mean?
I think.
Yes, and then my mom's like, no, I didn't see your picture. What do you mean? So we're all there shaking. I quickly download the SABC3 app because I just had changed to a different phone.
Yes.
And I saw that I was on that list.
Yes, you're there.
I was like, oh my goodness. And in a gown. Oh, that is so strange. I was like, what? My gown made it.
Shout out to the gown, baby. Love it. Well done, my love.
Thank
and we wish you all of the best. Are you ready to be put through your paces?
I'll go through some things, but yes.
Okay, well,
Look, she looks ready. We know it. We can feel it. Adriana is here to stay. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this morning. My Feel Good family, you have to watch later to see her do her presenting at the top of her level.
100%. And honey, she is shining on that top 40 along with the other hopefuls. And you can watch the Top Billing Top 40 Presenter Search on SABC Plus by visiting the official SABC Plus Top Billing Presenter Search page or streaming it via the SABC Plus mobile application, which has just reached 3 million subscribers. Thank you very much. Shout out SABC. But now, I think it's time we take a short break. Hey, Chan?
Go quick, fast. We'll see you after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. I finally made it into the kitchen. I don't know why they've been gatekeeping me out of here. The smells are amazing. We got curries on another level. Why? Because Selena Naidu is here. She is still with us in our beautiful kitchen space. And after showing us the start of 2 lamb ways, or lamb in 2 ways, which we'll do any day of the week, even for breakfast, she is now turning to a wholesome family curry. Chicken, potatoes, lentils, coming together with her chicken all-in-one masala for an affordable, satisfying meal with plenty of warm Durban flavor. Durban warmth is more than Cape Town warmth, I'm going to say it.
Absolutely. It doesn't have so much of a sweetness to it. It's very savory and it packs a punch.
You rock a bunny, and I always do that when I get to North Beach. That's my first thing is I've got to go and find the first guy. I love street food because that speaks to, you know, but then I always get humbled. It is a very different level of heat. So, but we want to explore the flavors that are revealed in between those heat notes, and I think that's where curry is unmatched. The flavor development of the spices when we permeate that through the meal. So you've created a beautiful spice blend for us. Give us a bit of context here.
So it's in essence, we've taken multiple spices and we've taken out that guesswork and overwhelm so that you've got a masala that has everything, the all-in-one masala.
Brilliant.
So like I mentioned earlier, you don't even have to worry about your ginger or garlic. You just have to get your onions sauteed, get them dancing, add your masala, protein of choice, and then your veg, and then you're good to go.
I love that, and thank you, because it can be intimidating, especially, you know, we joke about treading lightly when you start playing around with generational cooking wealth.
Yes.
But there is a reason why these flavor profiles work so well.
Yes.
How tough was it to get to the point of this masala? Like, when do you know it's ready? Because it's such an intuitive space as well.
It's like Groundhog Day because you have to start from scratch every single time. If one spice is off, the whole flavor profile is not in sync. So you have to start from scratch, and so it's very challenging. But once you get it, and once I got it, the infinite possibilities to make all the different dishes, it just makes it so much easier without the complexity, without the overwhelm. We're not taking away from heritage at all. We're preserving heritage.
If anything, it's the opposite.
We're just simplifying the process.
And then if you want to, you can still hit the spice market and still have some fun. We're not trying to deny you or gatekeep that.
Go for it.
What I love about a chicken curry, chicken, obviously, especially if you're using the white meat, it absorbs a huge amount of flavor, and it doesn't require a huge amount of cooking.
No, not a lot. So we already have our onions sauteed. We're going to add some...
Dancing, as you say. That's going to be my new term. I'm sorry. You might have picked it up on the show. What we do is we steal the intellectual property of the last chef that we interviewed and pass it off as our own.
Go for it. So I've just added some curry leaves. I'm including the stems. We don't miss anything. We keep everything. And then we're just going to give it a quick saute. And now I'm ready to add my all-in-one chicken masala. Here we go. Let's see if I have a spoon. Okay, I'll just use this one.
We've got plenty here.
Yeah.
I always want to say, like, go big or go home with curry, because it's big flavors and it's bold and we can have fun. With this sort of thing, what do we need to be careful of when playing in this space?
Well, just take it easy, and slow cooking is the best. So when you're doing it slowly, you're not going to char anything. You don't want caramelized onions because you don't want that overpowering sweetness. So
there's a lot of sugar in there. Hey.
No, naturally from your onions, when it's caramelized, it's going to have a sweet undertone. So we want it translucent so that the flavor of the spices are the hero of the...
That oil, and I suppose that's why we always kind of roast off or fry our spices in the oil, so that oil then becomes the beautiful golden thread.
100%. It activates the spices.
Activates, I like that. That's why we have curry for breakfast, because it activates you in the morning.
This is the breakfast of champions.
100%.
Let me just say it now.
I think, honestly, like at least one day a week since I've started doing this show many moons back, we've had curry for breakfast at least once a week. So I'm in my happy place.
So I've just added some tomato now, and to form the chutney, the base of your curry. And I'm just going to add a pinch of sugar again, just like I did before. And this just cuts the acidity of the tomatoes and brings all the flavors together.
We fight about this when making our bologneses and everything. I'm sorry, guys. Every chef that I've interviewed or had the privilege of standing next to balances out the acidity of tomato with a
Tomatoes.
little bit of sugar. I'm
Yes.
sorry, you can fight me on it, babe, if you want to. I'm speaking to my wife.
So we're going to just let that cook for a little bit. We want the oil to kind of separate. So I'm going to try and just swap the lids around. Let's see for a little while.
Perfect.
And once that oil separates, we're good to start adding our...
Yeah, add the chicken.
Chicken.
Yeah. I called you a pragmatist in the kitchen, that you take no nonsense, but I love it because through that approach, you've made it accessible for us. We know where we stand.
Yes.
We know the pieces on the board. If people want to connect with you and want to delve into the spice journey that your masalas capture so beautifully, how do we do that?
You can head over to my social media handles. I'm on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and I also post certain recipes via my website, which is perimaskitchen.co.za. And then there's so many hacks that I do, easy recipes, your heritage recipes, all using the all-in-one masala and other, recipes that we grew up with. So
Would the
yeah.
Perimas in the world be proud?
100%. They will be so proud, smiling and saying, well done, my girl.
Oh, I love it. Just to wrap this up, so how do we know it's ready? Because obviously the chicken, we want to slow cook and get the spice development.
Yes.
But what is the ultimate kind of, oh, there we go. I
So
can see the
when
oil
you see the oil separate, now we are ready to go. We can start adding our chicken pieces.
Wow, so you developed that flavor quite a lot before introducing the protein. And
yes.
That's worth really taking on board.
It's like building a house. You need that foundation right. So once you got the foundation right, everything else is easy peasy. And then you're ready to garnish with dhania, and that's it.
And it's done. Maybe we'll fight over that one. I'm yet to come to terms with it, but that's why I'm on my curry journey. I love curries coming from every corner of the globe that make their way to South Africa because we've got such a diverse and beautiful palate, but we also honor the ingredient and the culture that it comes from, just like you're doing through your work at the moment. So well done.
Thank you very much.
Well
Thank
done.
you.
Oh, man, we absolutely love this opportunity for you. You stand a chance of winning a Perima's kitchen hamper, and trust me, there's a lot of spice, by replying to the competition post on that's the Expresso social media pages, and tell us which curry you would love to master at home and why. You better make it good. We're going to have a lot of entries for this. Remember to include hashtag Expresso Show in that reply, please. Competition closes midnight, the 3rd of September, so you've got a little bit of time, but make it brilliant. You can find those terms and conditions that apply on our website. And that's starting to just smell ridiculous. I always know when my mouth starts to water so much that I can hardly talk, we are winning in the kitchen. We'll see the finished product in just a moment.
In just a moment. Thanks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I just wafted across.
The aroma.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Hey, Mzansi, welcome back at your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And we just passed the hour. Of course, it's one last round of official duties before we carry on with all the good stuff. So let's see how we can dive into the roads first and talk all things traffic and get you there safely. We're going to dive into KwaMushu first, and that's in Durban. Now, there's a stationary vehicle that's been reported on the N2 northbound, and that's just after the R102 interchange. Now, the left lane is closed, so motorists should reduce speed, remain alert, and approach the area with a caution. And I think for anybody heading on the roads this morning, buckle up, stay safe, and plan accordingly. And before we dive into weather, here's an opportunity to unlock something special.
Every journey should be more rewarding. Simply fill up at Shell, scan your Shell V Plus rewards card, and pay using your ABSA Visa card. Enjoy up to 30% real cash back through ABSA Rewards, up to 50 cents per litre instant cash back on fuel through Shell V Plus rewards, and up to 2.5% cash back on qualifying in-store purchases. Every journey is another opportunity to earn. Keep filling up, keep earning with Shell V Plus rewards and ABSA Rewards.
From KwaMushu to Polokwane, we take you now. Let's travel across our land and see what you guys have to wear today. Get into our weather. Polokwane is where we start. Mostly sunny skies are going to dominate your day, thankfully. And those temperatures reflecting that, starting at 9, rising to 22. And then we stay in the lower 20s. Tomorrow is going to be spent under sunny conditions. Temperatures ranging between chilly 5 and 23. Into Klerksdorp we move now. Good morning to you. Partly cloudy skies are going to set the tone for your day. Temperatures do start at a chilly 11 before climbing to a beautiful 26-degree high. Then looking ahead, Friday and Saturday's temps are going to reach a high of 25 degrees, albeit with some chilly morning lows under sunny skies. Pretoria, good morning to you. You've got mostly sunny skies throughout your day today. Temperatures ranging between a fresh 11, setting at a high of 23 degrees. And then we've got some lingering clouds sticking around. Temperatures sitting at 24 degrees tomorrow and Saturday. And then, of course, Sunday, beautiful weekend weather, 25 degrees, your max. Jersey is our next stop, where we find partly cloudy conditions setting the tone for the day. Temperatures moving between a chilly 8 degrees, setting at 21 degrees for a rather moderate afternoon. And then sun-filled skies are going to settle in for the coming days. Your daytime highs consistently set at 22 degrees throughout the weekend. Mbombela is where we find ourselves now, and you're all set for partly cloudy conditions for your Thursday. Temperatures sitting between a low of 13, rising to 20 degrees. And then looking ahead, rain is likely tomorrow. In fact, a 25% chance of rain for your Friday. Temperatures warming up to a high of 22 degrees and getting even better. That's Sunday weather looking gorgeous for your weekend. Bloemfontein, good morning to you. Partly cloudy skies are going to hold throughout the day. Temperatures starting from a brisk 9, climbing to a max of 24 degrees. And sun-filled skies are going to gradually turn cloudy over the weekend, sadly. But your daytime highs peaking consistently at 25 degrees, so not too bad, the outlook. Richards Bay, you might shed a tear or two today. 25% chance of morning showers on the cards for you this morning. And then accompanied by some winds travelling rather swiftly at 29 kilometres an hour. Temperatures sitting between a cool 17 and a high of 23. While grey conditions, they're going to define the coming days. More wind kicking in over the weekend, especially Saturday. Let's head down to the playground, and Durbs, you've got a slight chance of rain. In fact, 15% chance of showers today, accompanied by a northeasterly wind travelling at 37 kilometres an hour. Certainly going to feel that one. Temperatures ranging between 16 and 23 degrees, and that's going to increase to a daytime high of 25 for tomorrow, and albeit a slightly windy sunny day on Sunday. Umtata, you've got mostly cloudy conditions dominating the skies today. Temperatures starting from a chilly 12 degrees before rising to a beautiful 26, balmy in fact. And then we've got cloudy and humid conditions persisting over the coming days. Temperatures reaching 31 degrees though consistently for the next 2 days, leaving that morning low of 13 well behind us. Ngcuba, good morning to you. You've got morning clouds. Hopefully right now starting to give way to a very sunny afternoon. Look at that high. We leave a cold 11-degree minimum well behind us for a max of 31, and we're going to stay there for the weekend in the low 30s, albeit with some windy conditions settling in for Saturday and some partly cloudy conditions throughout. Kugompo City, you've got morning showers chance today, accompanied by winds traveling at 35 kilometers an hour. Your temps start at 16 degrees, moving up to 24 for a very moderate range. And then partly cloudy skies expected over the weekend. Temperatures sitting at a lovely 29-degree high today, tomorrow and Saturday. Tabaka, good morning to you as well. Cloudy skies are going to feature across your region today. Temperatures starting from a brisk 15, climbing to a beautiful 27 degrees for your Klein Vrydag. And then you're going to spend tomorrow under partly cloudy skies. Your temperatures ranging between, it's a beautiful range, in fact, 14 to 30, and a slightly more moderate Saturday. Gorgeous George, how are you feeling this morning? Well, much of your day will be spent under partly cloudy skies. Temperatures drifting from a fresh 16 to a beautiful 29-degree high. And then looking ahead, rain is forecast over the weekend. On Saturday, sitting at around 35%, and then by Sunday, 70% chance of rain. Into the mother city we travel next as partly cloudy skies are going to remain in place for much of the day. Temperatures sitting between 12 and a high of only 20 degrees. Then grey skies are going to define the coming days. Cool to pleasant weather for the rugby over the weekend. Those temperatures in the upper teens. Perfect rugger weekend as we can see the stadium in the background there. Now to Southerlies we go next. Sutherland, good morning to you. A cloudy start is going to give way to a bright and sunny afternoon. Temperatures shifting between 13 and a high of 26 degrees. Then a mix of sunny and cloudy conditions are going to define the coming days, while strong winds are certainly going to kick in tomorrow, and your temperatures peaking at 26 degrees. Kimberley, good morning to you. Partly cloudy skies are going to dominate your forecast in your neck of the woods. Temperatures moving from a low of 12 degrees to a balmy 29-degree daytime high. And over the coming days, temperatures peaking at 28 degrees consistently over the weekend, albeit with some chilly morning lows under partly cloudy skies. Up east, our final stop in our whistle-stop tour of Mzansi. And today you can look up to partly cloudy skies. Temperatures ranging between 16 and a beautiful hot high of 33 degrees. I have a feeling we're going to start complaining about that after a few weeks. The temperatures peaking at 31 degrees throughout the weekend, in fact, with some wind kicking in on Saturday. And there you can see the broader weather patterns flowing in, predominantly free of rain, albeit with some cloud cover in parts. Now, of course, we had a beautiful photographic journey across South Africa today. So let's start our morning view in Pietermaritzburg, where Mbekeseni, she said this amazing, look at that. You get a bit of a smokestack there, the sun just peeking through. Thank you so much for sharing your morning view with us. Absolutely beautiful. Then we got to travel to Longmeadow up in Gauteng, where Zanande captured this morning scene. Does it stand up? Is it a winner? Wow, that is composition right there. How do you feel the temperature through the visuals with that one? Absolutely beautiful. Well done. And then our final sunrise view for the hour, our final hour, comes from Yolandi Klutter from the Mother City. Let's see what she can manifest for us when it's a day coming to bear. I love it. You guys are getting so good with your sunrise pictures in terms of capturing that moment, the promise of a new day, that energy emerging. I hope you feel a bit of that energy for yourself this morning. If you think you can do better, prove it. WhatsApp us a beautiful vision of your morning. 0630369649. Oh man, still beautiful sunrise views and more inspiration in the final hour of the show. Ladies, what's on the cards?
Well, there's so much on the cards, my Graham, particularly today, our guests.
Yes, welcome back, Expresso family. Our guests are redefining African soul and spiritual electronica. Hailing from a unique meeting point of sound, spirit, and ancient imagination, they are turning heads across the music scene. Late Antique's highly anticipated debut album, Into Futurism, places African spirituality and storytelling right in the center of modern rhythm. From deep trance to hypnotic electronic soundscapes, it's an experience unlike anything else out right now. Yeah. Let's welcome the creative force that is Late Antique.
Welcome, you golden humans.
Hello. Divine being of Ndu.
Oh, I love that.
Yes. So you guys have such an amazing sound together, but individually you guys have your own history. Can you share a moment or conversation where you realized that your individual music background should be in one collective name or mission?
It all started back in 2007. It was just an idea that came to myself and a friend of mine who I used to go to school with. And he was the former founder. He's the founder, actually, co-founder.
Yeah.
So he left and I stayed and I was joined by Kolani. And from there, we went forward with the idea Late Antique. And it was mainly to preserve ourselves.
Okay.
You know, to preserve our heritage, to preserve what the human being should live like, you know. So it's Ntu.
Ntu, I love that. I mean, I know we're all very excited about this beautiful work that you guys are doing, but let's talk about this, late antique. What was going on, my brother, with you and the former founder? Firstly, Alan 8, and then coming together with Antique. What does the name mean, and, you know, where did it come from?
So Ellen 8, it looked cool.
Oh, I mean, it was the mixed chat back then.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm late. And then Antique.
Yeah. And then Antique, as I'm saying, it's valuable. In time it becomes more valuable.
Yeah.
So the antique is what we are preserving.
Yeah.
The valuable part of it.
And it transcends time and space.
Oh,
yes.
Love that.
Yes, which means emandulo namhlanje, when you translate it, it means the wisdom of the past in the present.
Sure,
Yes.
that's powerful.
Yes.
I love what you said about preserving heritage, because heritage should always be protected. And you describe your work as a meeting point between sound spirit and imagination, rather than just a standard form of entertainment. How do you translate the universal life force of Ntu into the modern electronic textures and jazz improvisations?
Well, to be honest, with regards to, I like what you were saying about late antique. I mean, an antique is something which is quite old, but when something is late, it's something which is current. So the whole idea is that we're actually, in preservation, we're preserving it sonically, right? So what we try to do is that we try to look into the future, and that's why it's a bit electronic, you know, it's futuristic, and that's why it's Ntu. Ntu is our oldest form of our being.
Yeah. That's beautiful. Yes. And guys, we know that you had, you know, some sort of inspirations. Talk to us about those peoples and those things that came through really strong in terms of inspiring you guys, particularly when we talk about, you know, the way in which, you know, you've been sort of led spiritually, but also just from the point of your sonic sound. Talk to us about that.
We draw mostly from our indigenous sounds. You know, that's the core of it.
Yes.
So that's where the inspiration came from. And we also drew inspiration from our legends like the Tlokwe Humes, the Malombo. You know, it's something that uplifts your spirit.
Yeah. They paved the way.
They paved the way for us. The late Mama Busimhlongo.
Yeah. Mama Angelique Kijo, congratulations on his
On
Hollywood
her
star.
Hollywood star. When are you guys getting your star?
Yeah, we're going to be the second African after Ma.
Yes. Come on. Beautiful.
And you guys are at such an exciting point in your career, because your debut album Ntu just released early 2026. What was an unexpected lesson that you guys learned while recording?
Oh my God, the possibilities, you know, we've always been inspired. We always knew, we always been dreamers. We always wanted big things for ourselves, but experiencing that in real time was absolutely magical. The love we received, and congratulations once again to us on our nomination for the SAMA and our amazing, most magical Matthew Fink.
Yes.
Thank you to our label Next Music for that. So when these things happen in real time, you're like, oh my God, because you know, it's something you dream about, and then when you experience it, it's really surreal. It's amazing. It's magical.
Yes, that's beautiful. And talk to me about that. I mean, being able to dream on your own sometimes, I think, can be possibly a bit easier than dreaming with other people. How do you guys get that right in terms of, like, you know, making sure that you all have one vision?
We've been together for 18, 19 years now.
That's crazy.
We grew up together.
Yeah.
So we've always been dreaming about this moment, this present moment. So
yes,
it's so great that you guys.
And we like finish each other's statements, and that's how close we are. Because we actually quite see it, and our musical relationship is actually quite unique.
They have a musical marriage. They have a musical marriage. They've been together consistently for 18 years now.
18 years.
Because I left. We were together 18 years, but I left. I was coming in and leaving, but they've been together consistently for 18 years. Congratulations to them.
Well done.
Well done, guys. It's stronger than a lot of relationships.
Oh, all
eh?
the relationships, Sana, all of them. But guys, let's talk about some of your tracks, from Humanity Chant to Buche, as well as Vanessa Pula. You know, they carry profound weight in terms of who you guys are and your identity.
Yes.
Let's talk about that. You know, talk to us about how you hope that this new shift comes with the listeners and just what it is that you guys are hoping to bring with this new sound.
So Humanity Chant is, the message is about uplifting and reminding everyone of the divine beings that they are. The Ntu, Umuntu.
Yes.
Because Untu is the universal life force that exists in everything, in all life, in all creation. So that song speaks about unity in divinity, knowing it yourselves, Ubuntu. That's the message, you know, Humanity Chant. And then Baboje translates, tell them, Kakilobedu, the language of the Balobedu people of Her Royal Highness, the Rain Queen Mojaji. It means tell them.
Yeah.
Also, it's an urgent message to remind people to love each other, unite, and respect each other.
Beautiful.
Yes. And then Vanessa Pula again. It's paying homage and reverence to Her Royal Highness, the Queen, the Rain Queen Mojaji, and obviously other rain gods and goddesses of the earth.
Amazing, guys. Siyabonga. We cannot wait to see you guys on the stage.
Honestly, so excited. We were listening to your music last night and it was big vibes. Yes, but it's been such an amazing opportunity to get to speak to you, and a huge thank you to Late Antique for stopping by and sharing the story behind their debut album, which is out now. So don't forget to add it to your playlist, and they're still going to be here, and we're preparing to blow our minds away with an exciting performance. Don't move. We'll see you after the break.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, my Feel Good family. It is the final hour of the show, but we still have so much more coming your way. Something I wish I had more of was a lot of money.
Oh,
because the question I have to all of you at home, if you had 2 to 4 million rand to spend on property in Joburg, where does that actually take you?
And I love that we get to answer this today because we're decoding one of Gauteng's busiest investment corridors, Sandton, Fourways and Midrand, with two people who know it inside out. Everyone, please can we welcome them to the show. It is Alicia Dippenaar, who heads up Pam Golding's Hyde Park branch, and Jade Evelyn, who covers Fourways and Midrand. Let's give them a feel-good welcome. Ladies, I heard you're here to give us property.
Yes. And I want the 4 million rand one.
We definitely have it to sell, you know.
You're just giving it to us. Okay, fine. But ladies, now let's say that. If someone had 2 to 4 million rand and it was just for them to be able to invest in some property, talk to us. You know, they said, find me the best investment in this corridor. How are you both answering differently?
So I think what they've got to decide as a buyer is what kind of investor they actually are. You have investors that are looking to generate long-term annuity income. So potentially to buy something now, pay it off and have supplementary income at a later point in time.
Yes.
Or as the Americans like to say, flip a home. You know, you have investors, yes, who want to buy possibly quite conservatively, do some improvements and then sell on at a higher price.
Yes.
And what about you, Jade?
So I would say in the 2 to 4 million price range, you can get a variety of stock. Different options. So it definitely is down to what they are looking for from an investment point of view, be it a rental return investment or where you can buy to live, but then earn off of that investment later.
Okay.
So it's a variety. It depends what they're looking for.
Sure.
Love that.
And if I have this 2 to 4 million rand to spend, which areas do you think I would be pleasantly surprised by of what I can get for my money?
So I think if you're looking in Sandton, for example, some people might think that it's an area that's not easy to get onto the property ladder and to purchase a property. But it is such a big geographic area with so many different suburbs in it that you absolutely can.
Wow.
You could buy an apartment from 2 million. You could buy a modest family home between 3 and 4 million. It's absolutely possible in Sandton. Suburbs like Bryanston and Parkhurst is where you're going to find those homes that also rent very well, as Jade said. And then your apartments are readily available in Sandton, and it all comes down to preference.
Okay.
Beautiful.
I'd say in the Fourways area, I think you would be surprised between the 2.5 to 3 million rand price range. You can get anywhere from a 3-bedroom to 4-bedroom with a pool, with staff accommodation. You could literally tick a lot of your boxes. So really good value for money.
Love that. Now, Alicia, I want to come to you because Sandton's market is described as being in a little bit of a transition phase, right? Talk to me about that. With some oversupply in sectional title, you know, what are we talking about right here? What does that actually mean for a buyer who's hoping to invest?
So generally, when we talk about oversupply, there are a lot of properties to choose from. And actually, that's quite overwhelming for a buyer. You know, you don't really know where to start. And that's exactly why you need a Pam Golding agent. We will hold your hand through the process, figure out what it is that you want, and then find you the appropriate property in your budget.
Beautiful.
And Jade, I want to come to you because obviously we're seeing that the Fourways area, a lot of people, every time I ask, where do you stay in Joburg? It is always Fourways.
I live in Fourways.
You see? Why do you think it's such a strong contender that everybody's moving the side?
So I think it goes back to what I was saying. The value for money is incredible. You get the security estates, so you can feel secure where you are residing. There are incredible shopping centres. Schools are amazing in the area. Also incredible hospitals. So it offers everything. And then also there's a variety. So you can go from a studio apartment to a 4-5-bedroom property. So you can literally move within the suburb as your life changes. So you buy your studio, you live there, you get into a relationship and you kind of move on to a family home, and you can do it all within one suburb.
That's why they say 4 ways in, no ways out. Because you just end up staying in 4 ways, okay? And I love me some 4 ways. But this is why now I want to ask you, because I know for the longest time we've been promised that the Gautrain expansion is going to happen. So then this is a question of, is it still too early to be like, I need to invest in 4 ways now and buy property now? Or is it one of those things where you're like, strike while the iron is hot, you need to do it now before that expansion happens, rather?
I think
it will make a difference when it's there, especially in pricing.
Okay.
It's going to make a huge difference with the Lanseria Airport once that's up and running, which is going to impact the value of the properties. But for now, it's not going to make a huge difference in price.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay. So must I buy now or not?
Buy now, always.
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 Ah, Pam Golding, I love that. Buy now, don't wait.
Like your 2.4 million rand. Alicia, you're obviously in Hyde Park. So if I have this 2 to 4 million rand again, could it actually get me something incredible? Am I being realistic here, or should I be looking outside somewhere?
You're absolutely being realistic. If we look at apartments, if you're in Hyde Park, the suburb, very similar to a suburb like Rosebank or Killarney, you're going to find an apartment from about 2.2 million. That's about 100 square meters. It's probably going to be a little bit older. There's beautiful high ceilings and feeling of space. That would be available for you, but you might be the kind of person who wants to be on the Gautrain doorstep or walk to the Rosebank zone and have every modern convenience. And you can find those apartments in Hyde Park and in Rosebank at about 2.5 million, slightly smaller, of course, but those buildings have got all the amenities. They've got a gym, they've got collab working spaces, concierge services, again, down to your taste.
I love that. But let's talk about the future, because I also know that genuinely, Waterfall City specifically offers the buyers a whole lot of different things, right? Particularly because I feel like it just has everything all around it, right? From schools to absolutely everything. But let's talk about this. What else can buyers get in Midrand when we're talking about a real investment? And what's something that we really feel like at this price point could be worth your money?
So with regards to Midrand, also incredible value for money. If you look at how it's developed over the past 10, 15 years, you are dealing with a lot of more modern properties. Because they are more newly developed, and then also just completely developing. You've got the Mall of Africa and all of that, which is close. Office, a lot of people work in the Waterfall area, so they will live in the Midrand territory, close to get to work. So it's just an incredible lifestyle. And then you've also got in Midrand still very big open plots. Which you can't find kind of anywhere, which you've got the equestrian community and all of that in Midrand. So it's very unique. It's a unique area.
I love that.
And talking about the 3 nodes now, we're talking Fourways, Midrand, Hyde Park. In a couple of years' time, which one do you think is going to overtake the rest? I know this is competition over here.
It's Fourways.
We were comparing notes. And look, I think that all 3 are going to grow. I really don't think that, I think each area has its own kind of audience, if you want to call it. I can't see one overtaking the other. Because they're also different. So
I agree. I think we're going to have different rates of growth in those bigger areas. But absolutely, we're in a growing economy. There's so much demand and there's so much on offer.
Well, we're going to
buy Fourways.
Well, we're going to help you with your numbers. Dan's going to buy in Fourways and I'll buy in Midrand.
There we go.
And we'll buy one together in Hyde Park.
There we go.
Perfect.
There we go.
When we reach that tax bracket.
Okay. Thank you so much, ladies. And you keep on selling, because we know that the Pam Golding has always been the goal.
Love you guys.
Yeah, in Johannesburg.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. All my feel-good family. That is, of course, the lovely ladies at Pam Golding. If you guys are obviously just wanting to chase the lifestyle, the aesthetic, or have a beautiful home, Pam Golding are your girls and guys to call.
100%. Same corridor, 3 very different strategies. Whether you're chasing any of that, like she said, my friend, you got to do it. And one thing I also know is that if you're chasing that feel-good vibe, you need to make sure that you stay tuned right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show.
Oh, my goodness. We have so much more coming your way. We're nearly wrapping up, but we have the incredible performance coming your way. We'll
100%. And for more information, visit pamgolding.co.za.
I am optimistic. I am passionate, very passionate. That's one thing I know for sure. I am Pam.
All right, so I must still look forward to your Feel Good Breakfast show. Why? Because Wayne Chang is here and he's talking all things
Asian pantry staples from Woolies.
Yum, and we're making
Kung Pao chicken.
Oh, Wayne Chang's in the building, man. I can't get more excited for this one. Dive into Asian cuisine like no other, and it's happening straight after this. I hope you are hungry, because this one's going to serve you up.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yeah, you came to the right place. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show opening up on S3 right here. And welcome to Expresso, baby. If you've just woken up, then hey, you had a good morning, but it's about to get even better because in the kitchen right now, I'm joined by someone special. And if you're looking to bring bold Asian flavors into your kitchen, well, Woolworths Global Pantry makes it easy to create delicious dishes at home. Now, today, food content creator Wayne Chang shows us how to make a classic Kung Pao chicken, and I couldn't be more excited, especially after Wayne sporting biceps like this.
Boy,
I want to get my protein on, bro. You're looking good, man.
Thank you so much.
Is it the chicken or is it the flavor, bro?
It's both. It's both. You have to have both, man. You can't enjoy.
Let's talk about it. It's so good to have you here, and we're doing something special, infusing some of that Asian cuisine.
Yeah.
But it's a lot easier this time, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, we have everything we need right here.
So let's talk about what we're heroing before we even get into the recipe.
Okay.
What are the options here in terms of making flavor just being enhanced in this world?
Oh, here's the thing. We need our spice, and we'll get that from our chili oil.
Nice,
Of course.
okay.
And it's also infused with Sichuan peppercorns. Makes your tongue a little bit nummy.
How do you say that? What?
Sichuan.
Sichuan?
Yeah.
What does that mean, bro?
It's the region from China.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a province.
Sichuan. Okay, so that's pretty authentic right there.
Yeah.
And then the other two are?
Oh, the classic soy sauce.
Nice.
Right?
Okay.
As well as rice vinegar.
Important because without this, you can't really bring about that Asian cuisine and you can't do like Chinese food right without this kind of flavor. So let's talk about the
100%.
recipe. Let's get it together. How are we doing this?
Okay, starting off, we're going to be using chopped up chicken thighs.
We're going to switch sides here? What's happening?
In a second, I'm going to
Okay.
marinate this real quick though with just a bit of cornstarch.
Nice,
Right? We're just
okay.
going to coat that with our chicken as well as a bit of salt.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
So these are pretty much like standard pantry staples.
Absolutely.
But I think the essentials we're talking about are leveling up your pantry so that you can create more food like this. So
Yes.
having this in your pantries, it's quite common to see you
100%.
using this.
Yeah.
You making food like this all the time.
Yeah.
What's your sort of favorite thing to kind of put together?
Oh, 100% has to be my Taiwanese chicken.
Ooh, okay,
The
okay.
Taiwanese fried chicken,
I
that's
feel like
specifically.
there's so many ways that you can make chicken come to life in terms
Yeah.
of its flavor, the profiles, and especially using these sort of infusions. It kind of like allows you to enter the authentic cuisine that a lot of us have been trying to assimilate, but it's
Yes.
a lot harder when you're doing it from scratch, yeah?
100%.
And I think this is where you get that shortcut and you can
Yes.
show off to the guests.
Exactly. Because a lot of the hard work is done in making the sauces
Yeah.
and these ingredients.
Okay.
So the mastery is more like just incorporating that with your dish.
Nice. Okay,
Yes.
and we're doing that right now. So, Mzansi, pay attention. This is
All right.
how we level up. So we've done the coating here.
Yes.
Is this like a basting, or are we creating a crumb from this? What's the vibe?
Not exactly. So in Chinese cooking, we tend to have a tendency of frying things and then dunking them into the sauce and uncrisping them
That's
up.
why it tastes so good.
It does
It's
taste
kind of
good.
like you turn chicken into a dessert, bro.
Exactly, that's the thing.
Okay, so is that ready?
No, so we're gonna quickly just go through and like bloom the spices, right? We're gonna chop up
Bloom
some
the spices,
Yeah, we're gonna
nice,
activate
okay.
it a little bit, you know.
All right.
So I'm gonna chop up some chilies here. I do like it quite spicy.
I think a lot of South Africans appreciate that at the moment. We have a tendency to go a little bit hotter. We like it
Absolutely.
spicy, but we still want flavor. We just don't want it to be overpowering. So
100%.
this is going to be nice, balanced sort of profiles coming through, right?
Absolutely. So we'll just fry these chilies along with some pepper.
Wait, so you're starting with the chilies first?
Yes.
Oh,
It's
interesting.
gonna be very quick. So we're gonna have high heat and things are just gonna go in like 30 seconds.
Okay, you can do that. Let me swap sides so you can
100%.
master the helm there. That is on and it's quite hot, so just be careful there.
All right. So
Chilies aren't going to like spruce up or splash or anything crazy, right?
nothing too crazy. As long as it's not like washed and it's like wet.
Oh,
you don't
'cause
want
the-
it wet.
Hey,
Yes.
that's a great tip, guys. If you are
Exactly.
trying to replicate this recipe and you are working with something like chilies, make sure there's no like moisture or water on it because that reacts with the oil and that gets the popping effect and the crazy stuff going on.
100%.
So keep it safe. Ginger's just gone in now?
Gingers go in now,
Okay,
as
and
well
then next?
as so we're used to use
Hey, the chili's got you there, eh?
chili's getting me. So at this stage we'll usually use like whole Sichuan peppercorns.
Okay.
But as a replacement, I'm just going to use ground up peppercorns.
Okay.
And a bit of lemon zest.
These are crazy flavors, man. Salt, pepper, we got grounding, we got like zestiness here. It's quite a combination, quite an interesting profile, right?
Yeah.
And something that you would often use with, like, let's talk about the flavor nuances when you're making different dishes. you often are going to be using these oils and these flavors still?
100%.
Okay, so it's not like a one-dish wonder. This is kind of like the gateway to your Asian cuisine. Yeah?
Absolutely. This is like the foundation for a lot of Chinese cooking.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
I see that. And it's something that, I mean, when you talk Indian food, when you talk Oriental food, when you talk Asian food, they all have that sort of base.
Yes.
And sometimes the base is the hardest thing. We were chatting about it earlier when we were talking spices and how to get like 17 spices mixed up and get the ratio correct. So for me, I'm just excited by how we don't have to worry about that anymore. That overwhelming part of cooking about getting the ratios correct. That's kind of taken care of by our flavors over here that we get. And then we can just focus on the easy stuff and keep the kitchen conversational.
100%. Exactly.
When you're making food and preparing things like this, are you like isolated in the kitchen, or do you prefer to be like talking with your mates, having a moment?
A bit of both, eh?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, a bit of both. I like prepping with my mates, you know, like helping out, you know, chopping stuff, and we're just chatting, and then I'll just like fry it up all the way, just chilling.
So you're missing the third option. So you need me in your crew because you need someone to eat it, bro. So I'll be that guy.
It's all right, it's all right.
Let me know on the next one.
And we got the protein right here, right?
All right, so how's that chicken looking, by the way?
It's looking real good.
Yes.
Yes,
Dude, I'm sorry for like this excitement coming through. Because I'm like wondering, when are we going to use this good stuff here, bro?
All right, so
and what are we using of these three?
We're using all three, and those are going to go towards the end.
Okay.
We're going to be finishing it off and seasoning it with those three.
Oh, so
that's like the key.
Actually really easy to do this. I'm like waiting for a whole science lesson here in terms of step by step, but this is making it fun.
Exactly. Depending on the recipe, you do maybe the opposite. Maybe you add those three at the beginning, and it'll be something different, because then it'll taste different that way.
That's the thing. So we can play around with this and actually
100%
experiment in the kitchen.
Exactly. So if you like it the traditional way, where you add it at the end, or you like to mix it up and throw it at the beginning, they both work.
Okay. If you were inviting someone to try out a meal like this for the first time, someone that's never ever tried any sort of Asian cuisine in terms of making it, what's a gateway meal that's not too overwhelming, that we can kind of almost create that's foolproof and is still going to impress the guests?
I would say this dish.
Is this right here?
This is right here. I like to call this almost like the butter chicken of Chinese food, because it's so easy to make, right? And it's very, very, very easy to eat with some rice. It's very nice. You can have it like as a takeout.
Okay. And I love the theatrics going on here, man.
Ooh, look
Why are you
at
coming
that.
through with the drama here?
A little bit of flame, you know what I'm saying?
Honestly, I think this is the best part about it, is the fact that we at home get to showcase these recipes and
100%.
literally our people can try it. And especially when you have such ease of use, the overwhelming feelings are no longer. I see you just like eyeballing this as well. Is there like a sort of a ratio here, or are you just kind of feeling it out?
I'm basically just feeling it out. Usually you add it in equal amounts. But of course, if you like something a little bit more spicy, you can add more spicy if you want. Very much, a lot of this is very intuition-based.
I like
type
that.
cooking.
So this is what it's about. Get excited, get creative, and have fun right here in the kitchen. We've obviously got the end result, which you can see right here, which looks so delicious. But of course, Mzansi, find this recipe at expressoshow.com. You can bring the comforting flavors of Asia to your kitchen with Woolworths Global Pantry. You can shop it in store, online, and of course on the app. And if you want to show off with your guests, and maybe also want to get some biceps like this dude over here, well then you definitely want to scan that QR code right now. Make this recipe at home and get the gains on. Let's show the buys there, bro.
Let's go, boom.
Oh, damn, we weren't ready for that, man.
Oh my
Chicken,
goodness.
come on now, get out of here.
Yay.
Dude, Wayne, you've been incredible. Thank you so much. I'm excited to make this meal.
100%.
I think you are too as well, Mzansi. We'll see you after this. Oh, it's smelling good, bro.
Awesome.
Nice.
Cool. That's basically it.
Welcome back, you beauties. Lest we forget, spring and summer are just around the corner and we are ready to embrace it. And Woolworths is even more ready. They are getting ready to welcome the new season with and we love this, the SS26 collection. It is finally here, my friend.
Hey, man, we're all celebrating this moment. And today we're taking you behind the scenes of the campaign shoot. Now, this is where we'll get a glimpse at the fashion, the styling and the creative process, bringing the new collection to life as we prepare to celebrate summer as we are. Let's take a look.
Our overarching story for SS26 is summer as you are. We know that Woolworths customers have a very heavy cognitive load, and we want to make it as easy for them as possible to find all the summer solutions that they need under one roof.
For SS26, key trends is all about relaxed dressing. It's about ease, comfort, it's got utility styling, and it's all in the elevated fabrics and the textures that are put together to complete the entire wardrobe for the season.
Trends to look out for the season, there is quite a lot of soft and feminine dressing. There is a lot of soft fabrics that we focus on. We have cotton-rich fabrications, we have linen blends, which is an expect to find at Woolies. We have scuba dressing as well, lightweight. I mean, I'm wearing a set from Woolworths that is currently in store now. We also have textures in our fabrics. There's beautiful poplin bases that are coming through in plains and stripes. Also, stripes are applied in different ways for the season. From a sleeve perspective, you find your lengthened sleeve, you find your bubble sleeves as well. And then dresses will always be there. I mean, it's an expect to find at Woolies. With every month, you'll find a statement dress printed or is plain.
In your t-shirt, you got your Supima cotton. They're lightweight, they're breathable, they're comfortable. In your shorts, they're all waterproofed, they're textured. Then in your smart wear, you got your 360 flex, you got your miracle linen, which is crease resistant. It has got antibacterial. And also the most important is linen cotton blends from your bottoms to your shirts to give you the ease, lightweight, comfortable for the hot weather this spring, summer. For SS26, key colors are all your natural tones. You've got your white, your sage, your stone, and your chocolate, with your foundation colors. These colors can be worn together with beautiful soft pastel colors. You've got your butter yellow, your mauve, and then also burnt orange and blues to give you that sort of wash, laundered, and sort of authentic drenched, worn look for the season.
To start the season, we started quite classic and we went into our pastels across hot and cold colors, which is our pinks and our greens. And as we ramp up into high summer, we have bright colors as well. And those colors are quite underpinned by natural tones, and brown being the new alternative for black. So you have to have a brown item in your wardrobe.
We know our South Africans love a summer social. We love the family braai, we love a social gathering, and we just want to make it as easy as possible so that you can have really great style silhouettes and really great quality staple pieces for your wardrobe to make any occasion an easy occasion.
So for this season, we launched swimwear quite early compared to last year. Within swimwear range, there's a big focus on fabrication and detail. Also, cover-ups as well have become more fashion driven than basics. You have your sarongs, you have your sets and a crinkle fabrication, which is more breathable. And as you go into high summer, you find crochet dresses that you could also layer. So whether you can swim or not, swimwear is the one for you. You don't have to find an excuse not to have one.
What we'd like our customers to take away from our SS26 collection is that we are a one-stop shop for family destination. We've got everything you need from women's wear, men's wear, kids wear, and not just that. We also have a homeware destination and a wonderful beauty offering, as well as our food market. We have the best quality options that they can wear season after season, and they can really make good styling combinations with the pieces that we've provided for them. So you can really come to us for that one-stop shop.
Bro, do you think we'll look that good if we wear that as
well? I like the generational representation there as well. Thank you so much for including us in that. No, I've no doubt it's not how you look, it's how you feel. You get to celebrate this season, and we are celebrating summer, maybe a little bit early, but we are ready. From fresh seasonal trends where they really have delved deep, carefully considered, starting that slow fashion, there's an element of both. Plenty to look forward to this spring and summer at Woolies.
Yeah, and what you want to do is definitely the following. Shop these latest SS26 collections in store, online, and of course on the Woolies app.
Life is good, it glows.
Thank you so much, Cape Town. Oh, it's time for us to get into some music.
Yes, the amazing group Late Antique is standing by to give us a fire performance of their song Babuje. Let's give them a round of applause.
Let's go!
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
All right, let's end the show off the best way we know how. How exactly is that?
Yes, Late Antique is back again with another performance of their amazing song, Cella. Let's give it up.
Another feel-good production.